evening, everyone. Joe Mania here, back with you. Very, very excited tonight. We're going to do our first play-by-play here on New York Yankee Mania. How is everybody today? It's a beautiful day in New York. It's a beautiful day in Camden Yards, and let's definitely hope it's going to be a much better game than the Yankees played last night. Just to go over the pitching matchups, you have Carlos Rodon for the Yankees and Kyle Gibson making his 2025 debut. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Sit back. We're going to have some fun. And shout out to Sean Browning in the chat. Please chat with me tonight. I'm really looking forward to doing this for you. I hope we'll do a lot more as we go on. Don't forget about our big giveaway, our 100th subscriber. Once we hit that, we will have a trivia question in the chat. The first person to get it right is going to win a nice $25 gift certificate to Amazon. So I'm looking forward to that. So let's get to 100 subscribers. Please like tonight. I really appreciate it. And of course, subscribe. Tell all your friends and all that we're here and we're going to be doing a lot of Yankee baseball. Before I go into anything with the chat, I want to give the lineup out for the New York Yankees. We're going to have Trent Grisham in center field, Aaron Judge in right field. Ben Rice is moved down to the third spot as DH. Paul G, my boy Paul G, will be batting fourth. Clay Bellinger has been put down to the fifth spot. Chaz Chisholm has been brought down to the sixth spot and playing shortstop. Anthony Chicken Palm Volpe at shortstop, batting seventh. Austin Wells at catching, batting eighth. Oswaldo Cabrera batting ninth. And, of course, Carlos Rodon with a 3. He is 3-3, 38 innings, 3.50 ERA, a 106 whip, 45 Ks, and 18 walks. You know, with Carlos Rodon, you know that it's right away. You'll know right away if he has it or not, and, of course, if he keeps his patience. First of all, as we're in a commercial break and during in between innings, I'll either talk to you guys or I'll take a commercial break. Chill out. But what I will tell you is that we're going to do a lot in the chat. Please bear with me. Sean Browning, let's see, says Judge homers tonight. He says Rodon 7 innings, 4 runs, 9 Ks, and 2 walks. So thank you, Sean, for that. We do have a few viewers right now. Let's please do the like button, and we will talk. We'll talk about anything. There's a little news going around right now. We're trying to get verification. AJ Minter of the Mets might miss the rest of the season due to surgery. We're trying to get information. That is a big blow to the bullpen. He was definitely a big part for the Mets. So we'll see definitely what happens there. So also the Orioles, of course, on a 1-game winning streak, and the Yankees on a 1-game losing streak. So, but to be on the bright side, they've won the last 2 out of 3. Tonight, if you get a chance, you look at the highlights. DJ LeMahieu will be playing again for Somerset. I would think this might be his last game before he goes down to AAA. And we'll see what happens. Jonathan Loizaga is getting closer. Quite possibly in 2 weeks, he will be with the big club. The starting lineup: Trent Grisham, Aaron Judge, Ben Rice, Paul Goldschmidt, Cody Bellinger, Chaz Chisholm Jr., Anthony Volpe, Austin Wells, and Oswaldo Cabrera. So we're getting close to the first pitch as Kyle Gibson's taking his warm-ups. Last year, he had 30 starts. He was 8-8 with the Cardinals with an ERA of 4.24, 169.23 innings, 23 home runs, 68 strikeouts, and I believe in the middles, 40s in walks. Also in season, he's in his season 13. He's answering the bell, his first start, and Yankees doing damage. Those are basically some keys to the game. It seems like an incredible night out there in Camden Yards. The defense for the Orioles: Dylan Carson in left, Mullins in center, Liriano in right, Mountcastle is your DH, Emmanuel Rivera's at first, Mateo is at second, and Vivas Barrera is at third. And we're ready. We're getting set to go. Trent Grisham is in there. He's batting .306 with 7 homers and 14 runs batted in. Had a nice key hit last night as the Yankees try to come back. Kyle Gibson is in the windup. Here we go. Everybody's ready. Here comes the first pitch. And it is a little low and outside, a sinker, an 89-mile-an-hour sinker. For ball one. 1 ball and no strikes to Trent Grisham. Mr. Gabaldon is on deck. Aaron Judge. The next pitch is swung on and hit deep to right field. There it goes. It is gone. And the Yankees take a quick 1-0 lead. This guy is a magic wand as a leadoff hitter. Well, that's a nice way for me to start my broadcast here on New York Yankee Mania, and the Yankees take a 1-0 lead. Now that's what I call starting off the right way, and that's really, really awesome. So kudos to Mr. Trent Grisham. So the Yankees are in the lead 1-0. Now that brings up the captain, Mr. Everything, Aaron Judge. Here comes the first pitch to Judge. Swung on and hit deep to right field. This ball's going. It is gone. Oh, my God. 2 back-to-back home runs on 2 pitches. And the Yankees lead 2-0. Unbelievable, guys. Maybe I'm the good luck charm. Who knows? But that is amazing. Oh, my God. I can't believe it. This is absolutely fantastic. Really, really, really happy. And it calls for this. Wow, what a start. What a start. Here comes Ben Rice. He swings and misses for no balls and 1 strike. Ben Rice is a little bit of a slump. He's batting .259 right now, but he's done a lot for the Yankees. Here comes the next pitch to Ben Rice. Swung on and hit in the air to right field. This ball is gone. Can you believe this? Oh, no, it's off the wall. I'm sorry. Don't know. Nope, they're calling it a home run. So I've called 3 home runs. 3 home runs in the first inning. Can you believe this? Unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable. I really, Sean Browning is going, that's for you, Joe. Yes, it is. Well, I don't know, but if this is how the Yankees are going to do and I got to call the game, well, then you know what, guys? I'm going to do it all the time. Wow. How are you guys feeling right now? It's 3-0 in the top of the first. 3 home runs. The Bronx Bombers are here tonight. Here comes Paul G. The first pitch is in there for call strike 1. They're a little happy in the 3 home runs on 5 pitches tonight, everyone. What an amazing start to the game. And here comes the 0-1 pitch to Goldschmidt outside, a sweeper at 82 miles an hour. and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Judge pretty happy in the dugout at this point. And here comes the 1-1 pitch, swung on and missed on another sweeper, 82 miles an hour, 1 ball and 2 strikes to Paul G. What a start, everyone. Wow. 3 home runs, Grissom, Judge, and Mr. Ben Rice. So the Yankees are leading 3-0. The 1-2 pitch, a little ground ball to shortstop, and throws him out at first base for the first out. Grissom hit a fastball, and he knew that was gone. I mean, he just put his head down, and he was rolling. Then the Judge was a no-doubter, and the Rice home run, and Rice at Judge's was an opposite field, and of course Rice and Trent Grissom was into right field. Here comes Bellinger, who showing signs of coming to life. He's batting now 194 with 2 homers and 13 RBIs. We can only hope that he comes. I want to see you guys in the chat. Tell me what you're thinking. Here comes the pitch, and that's in there for a call strike, a changeup at 85 miles an hour. Real Bill knocking the cover off, Joe. Yes. Thank you, Real Bill, for the comment. Don't forget the likes, everyone. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Bellinger. And that's a deep. That's a deep to right field. There it goes. It's out of here. 4 home runs. 4 home runs in the first inning. My God, I think you guys are going to want me to do play-by-play every day. This is incredible. That was a nice shot. What a way to start, everyone. 4 home runs I just called in the first inning. What are the odds? That is incredible. And if they would have done just a little bit about this last night, we would have won the game. 4 home runs on 12 pitches, everyone. 4 home runs, 4 dingers. Way to go. That a boy, Real Bill. I hope you like the way I'm calling it. I have a lot of enthusiasm here. Chaz Chisholm. Hey, Dev, how you doing? This is unbelievable. Thanks for joining us. Chaz Chisholm Jr. is in. Cold Italian pizza. How you doing, my boy? Hey, Joe Cortez. Gibson getting hammered. Everyone had the chicken palm and heard Joe calling the game. Well, thank you, Sean. You're a big booster of mine, and I appreciate it. Getting back to the game, I'm sorry I missed 2 pitches. I'm so excited here in the chat. Chaz Chisholm Jr., who's now down in the lineup. He's batting, I think, 6th now. A little trouble going on. It looks like something happened with Chaz right now. He might have pulled something, and that's not good. That's not looking good. He's trying to keep himself in the game, but something's going on. He must have heard something. It looks like, I wouldn't doubt it, like maybe an oblique of some kind. And we'll see what happens here. He's taking some swings. The trainer is looking him over. He's stretching, and he might have heard it looks like an oblique. And I hope that's not. I hope that is not an IL stint. It looks like he's going to try to give it a go. And now they're showing the replay. And it definitely looked like he strained. Something was strained. Something was pulled. He's going to give it the gallant try. So that's kudos to Chisholm. But I would probably think that he is going to probably come out of the game for purposes. Might get some X-rays to make sure he's okay. I've been saying, I would like for him to rest a day or 2, but I don't want him to get hurt. He's very, very important. So here comes the pitch to him. And believe it or not, he hits a line drive down the line for a single. He's on his way to second, and he's on his way to third now. And he makes it. It's a triple. Aren't you glad that he had an oblique? or a strain. Oh my God, he was running pretty good. He's like a little gassed at third base. He's getting up, and let's see what they're going to do. I think they're calling for the trainer or for Aaron Boone to come out. But he made it. He made it to third, a three-bagger. Yes, Real Bill. That amazing. What an amazing start. I mean, really. I mean, this is what we could hope for, and this was excellent. So now we're watching the replay, and he's he's a little sluggish going around, but the speed is there. And I don't know. Let's see what they do. He is coming out of the game. They're not going to chance it. Like I said, it's probably. Let's hope it's not in a big oblique problem. It could just be a strain. We'll see. We'll see as the game goes along if they mention anything. But not to put the damper on all of this, guys. Come on, with the way the ball's going out of the park, it's unbelievable. With the 4-0 lead, Oswaldo Peraza is now the pinch runner. Up at the plate is going to be, I believe it's Anthony Volpe. Here comes the first pitch to Mr. Chicken Palm, and it's down low on a sweeper, an 81-mile-an-hour sweeper. He's batting .229, 5 homers, 18 RBIs. He seems like he's coming out of the funk. Let's see. So luckily they have Peraza and Cabrera, and if he does go on the IL, you look for Vivas to come back up. So the Yankees, that's one thing. They do have options, and second time this year in one inning they've had 4 home runs in an inning. The 2-0 pitch to Volpe is right in there. A sinker, 92 miles an hour, 2 balls and 1 strike. So it's 4-0. Top of the first, 2 men out. Peraza's on third after Chisholm hit the triple, but he came out, I'm sure, for precaution and see what's going on with what he did swing. There's a line drive down the left field line, a base hit. And here comes Peraza to score. And Anthony Volpe with a double, and the Yankees now put a 5 spot up. It is now 5-0 here in the first inning. What a start. I can't ask for better than that. I guess you guys are going to want me to do the game tomorrow. This is unreal. I'm seeing in the notes, Real Bill goes, yes. Sean Browning goes, I had a hamburger helper. Bill, hope your spaghetti is delicious. Well, enjoy the spaghetti, Real. I wish you could send it to me here. I would love that. That would be really cool. Here comes Austin Wells. The pitch up the middle, and he grabs it, and the inning is. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's only 2 outs. I'm ahead of myself. There's a runner on third and 2 outs. He hit it right up the middle. They had him play perfectly. Right up the middle. So Oswaldo Cabrera coming up, batting .284, 1 home run, 8 RBIs, who's done a very, very good job at third base. So a little bit of a worry, but we'll worry about that later about Chisholm. The first pitch to Oswaldo is right in there, a curveball, 79 miles an hour for strike 1. Oswaldo's, he's done a very good job at third base so far this year, and he does play well the first couple of months of the season. Here's the next pitch. It's a ground ball down first base, foul, 0-2. Gibson is at 22 pitches here in the top of the first. Real Bill just quickly saying Waldo's going to go long. Well, I think now we're grasping here, but okay. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. It's a little ground ball back to the pitcher, and he's going to beat it out. And the Yankees now lead 6-0. Oh, no. I can't believe it. Why didn't Jeter try to score it? He just stood at third base. It's 2 outs. He might as well give it. Wow. Okay. I mean, I guess because the play was in front of him, now come to think of it. But as soon as he threw the ball from the ground, I think that Volpe should have because he threw it in the ground. Volpe should have head home. He probably would have made it because it was like a really bad throw in the dirt. But okay, they didn't. So it's first and third. And yes, it was. You're right. It is a smart move by Volpe. I agree. Now I agree. Seeing the replay, Trent Grisham up for the second time in the inning. He led off for the first pitch and he put it in the right field seat. So he is 1-for-1. He's now batting .317, 8 home runs. 8 home runs. Can you imagine if I would have told you guys that a month ago? I don't know. They probably think, Joe, what are you eating? What are you smoking? Because this, never believe this. But you're giving this guy the playing time, and it's going real well. So, all right. Well, anyway, it's 2 balls and no strikes to Trent Grisham. The set and the pitch swung on and hit deep to center field. Bud Mullins is right there. And finally, the inning is over. Oh, my God. What an inning, man. 4 home runs, a single, a double, not to put a damper on it, but the things that they couldn't do last night, they are doing tonight. So it was an incredible inning, everyone. And the Yankees lead 5-0 on 7 hits, and the Orioles are coming up to bat. And there's a definite break in the action. Well, everybody in the chat, what did you think of that inning? Did you ever think we were going to hit the Yankees? We're going to hit 4 home runs in the top of the first. This team is very capable of doing that. Let's hope they don't stop there. But you got to save it for other games too. So Sean Browning is saying Rodon has run support. Don't blow it. Sean Browning is also saying mustache power. Also, remember everyone, do the likes. Please, it's very, very important. Press the notification button so that you all know when we're coming on live, when we have breaking news, anything Yankees, anything baseball. Real Bull says, well, I have a goatee. I'm a real man. Oh, okay, great. Sounds good to me. So some of the Sean goes, Viva la Volpe. Cheeseburger macaroni for Sean. I guess that's his good dinner. We have to keep the consistent production, but I love it. The Orioles lineup, everyone. Cedric Mullins leads off. Russman batting second. Gunnar Henderson batting third. Mountcastle fourth. Liriano fifth. Urias batting sixth. Emmanuel Rivera seventh. Jorge Mateo batting 8th, and Dylan Carson batting 9th. Rodon this year, 6 starts, 3-3, with an ERA of 3.50, 36 innings, 5 home runs, 18 walks, 45 Ks. Rodon sets, pitches right in there for a call strike. Basically, the scouting report on Rodon, 3-peat. It's a good matchup for him and changing it up. So here we go with the second pitch from Rodon. It's 0-1 on Mullins, and it's a swing and a miss right down Broadway, actually. So it's 0-2. I will get to a couple of the chats. Thank you. Keep them coming. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Mullins, and it's a check swing. Nope, in the dirt, it is 1-2. So Rodon on the third pitch, it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. He has a 5-0 lead, folks. 5-0 lead, and that is, that's a happy land for a pitcher. Here comes the 1-2 pitch, and it is, looks like off the glove or off the umpire's mask. It was something, but that's 2 in a row that eluded Austin Wells behind the plate, and the umpire is walking the ball out to, so it must have hit the umpire. Real Bills quickly says Rodon just needs a rock and fire away. You're absolutely correct. I think he just got a new glove, Austin Wells. Yep, he had a hole in there, and they're taking it. Well, it needs some surgery. Yeah, they went right through his glove. Good thing nobody was on base. So okay, so anyway, we're at 2-2. Here comes the 2-2 pitch to Mullins, down low, 3-2. He's not challenging him. He's like trying to fish for him to just swing and miss. And you got to come after Mullins. Mullins is an inside out player, and you want to keep him off the bases. That's one guy out. The 3-2 pitch swung on and missed. And that is the first strikeout for Carlos Rendon. So we'll definitely take that. And for the fact of our first strikeout, we will celebrate it and go, let's go Yankees. Adley Rutschman is up. He's only batting .213, but he's got 4 home runs. Here comes the pitch right down Broadway, 0-1 to Rutschman. So really, that's what Rendon has to do. He has to with the concentration, just follow Austin Wells' lead. Here comes the pitch, and it's outside. It's a curveball for 79 miles an hour. Real Bill is going, this is often. Brian Hoke from Jonathan, how you doing? I will get to that in a minute. Here comes the pitch, right down Broadway, 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Jonathan exited game after reaching third base. He was a discomfort after a swing earlier. Possibility is right side. Jonathan, if you get any other word from the telecast or wherever, please let us know. Really appreciate that. Here comes the 1-2 pitch, and it's just inside, 2 balls and 2 strikes with a 4-seam fastball at 95 miles an hour. Rendon already, he's thrown 10 pitches, and we're back to the game. He sets, and he delivers, and it looks like he went. No, I think he went around. The first base umpire says no. And I hope that Rendon keeps his cool because he doesn't really need. There's no reason to get upset like he does. He's got to grow up in these situations, folks. He can't get mad at every little thing. Here comes the 3-2 pitch, grounded a short. Mr. Volpe throws to Paul G. 2 men out, 2 men up, and 2 men down. The keys, again, another keys to the game, stay away from the long ball, hook them, and cash them in. Well, they certainly did that in the first inning, everyone. No question about that. As Aaron Boone blows his normal big bubbles. He loves doing that. I don't think I've ever seen him not either eating something or blowing bubbles. Here comes Gunnar Henderson. He's batting .224, 2 homers, 4 RBIs, OPS of 655. The 1-0 pitch to Henderson coming from Rendon is right down Broadway, 1 ball and 1 strike. So we have 2 outs in the bottom of the first. A 1-1 count on Gunnar Henderson. The Yankees lead 5-0. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Volpe, to Henderson. And it's line to right field. And Aaron Judge, did he catch the ball? They're saying no, that he trapped it. So it's a base hit. I don't know if the Yankees, well, now he's running off the field. And maybe, let's see, here's the replay. Did he catch it? Yes, he did. Yes, it's the right call. So it is a 3rd out. Yes, he did. So at the end of 1, everyone, the Yankees lead 5-0. So we'll be back. We're going to take a little break, everyone. Break in the action. We will see you in just a couple of minutes. Okay, we are back, everyone. Thanks for staying in the chat. Sean Browning is going Captain America. Judge is the GOAT. Agree with that. Please, everyone, please keep me company here in the chat. We are getting ready for the top of the second. For anybody that had any betting aspirations with FanDuel, Paul Goldsmith to record 2 hits, Austin Wells with a hit, and you can win up to $50 with a $5 bet. Your first bet could be free. Here comes Aaron Judge, a big swing and a miss, 0-1. Aaron Judge led off with a solo home run. He's batting a cool .411 with 9 home runs and 29 RBIs. And Gibson sets the 0-1 pitch, a little low, 1 ball and 1 strike. So we're in the top of the second, nobody out, nobody on. Aaron Judge is the first batter. As I said, the Yanks are up 5-0. And here comes the next pitch to the captain. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. I like the new lineup situation. So you kind of got a hot hitter behind him, especially if Ben Rice catches fire again, who's up next. Here comes the 2-1 pitch to Mr. Cabadan. Here we go. And it is in there for a call, strike 2. A sinker, 93 miles an hour. It looks like Gibson is upticking his pitches right now. So he's up to 93 miles an hour. The first inning, I guess he was getting a feel for it, and they were hitting them out of the ballpark. But he's up to, he had a fastball now of 93, 94 miles an hour. Here comes the 2-2 pitch, the set. And here comes the pitch. Down low, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Another sweeper, and Judge so far not going for it. He's letting him just throw what he wants to throw. And, unless it's in the middle, don't touch it. Let it go. With the time clock down to 1, here comes the pitch. And it's ground ball up the middle. The second baseman, Mateo, just picks it up. Nice play, throws him out at first. Very nice play. He showed a lot of range on that. So it's 1 out here in the top of the second with Ben Rice coming up. Ben Rice, of course, is 1 for 1. You notice this year, even though there's no, you're not moving the infielders to the outfield and all of that, but they always seem to be right by second base and moving and playing perfectly. So the scouting reports are on fire. The first pitch to Ben Rice, here we go, and it's pop foul behind home plate. So a home run in the first, his 7 home runs, 12 RBIs. His OPS, by the way, folks, is 958. So very, very good OPS. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Mr. Rice, and it is a little bit outside a curveball at 79 miles an hour. So how is everybody doing, everyone? Are you having your dinner? Are you having a snack right now? Let me know what's going on while you're watching so far a really nice game. Here comes the pitch, swung on, and hit in the air to right field, and it is gone. Oh my God, that's 2 home runs, 2 in 2 different innings for Ben Rice. Well, let's forget about the so-called slump he was in. That was another incredible shot. That's 2 home runs in 3 innings, 399 feet or 89 feet. The Yankees now lead 6-0. The home run, and folks, if you remember, I said in the stream before, let's hope for 5 home runs. And guess what? They definitely might go over that. Real Bill, he says he's, Sean Browning is going Babe Rice. I like that. Real Bill is waiting on spaghetti. And that ball was gone. We know that, Bill. 1-1 now to Paul G. I'm so excited in the chat and everything, and I'm not giving you the play-by-play. That's not good. So you got to stay on top of my toes here because I get excited too. I'm a homer. I can't help that. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Paul G. Whoa, big swing and a miss. It looked like he was going fishing for that. He is 0 for 1. Rice in the dugout is pretty happy, and they're all going there. I think they all want to touch him for good luck. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Gibson. It's his 39th pitch. Again in the dirt, 2-2. So basically, they're keeping everything in the dirt to Paul G, hoping that he will he'll swing at it. And he's too much of a professional hitter. You might get him once, you might get him twice, but you're not going to get him a third time. Real Bills quickly said Goldie was swinging for the fence. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And here we go. And it swung on and missed for the third strike. So 2 down in the inning, and they're re-showing the blast from Mr. Rice. And it was gone. It was just fair, but it was hit. It was hit like a ton of bricks, as they say. Cold Italian Pizza says, Joe, apparently the 4 home runs hit in the first inning before recording 2 outs is a franchise record. Yeah, the Yankees keep adding to franchise records. It's incredible. You imagine this franchise just breaking their own records? It's like, wow. And with the likes of Ruth and Gehrig and all. 1-0 pitch to Bellinger. Here comes the pitch. Right down Broadway. He is 1 for 1. He hit a home run. He is over the Mendoza line now, folks. He's batting .202 with 3 homers, 14 RBIs. As the weather warms up, I think this guy is going to go nuts, especially with Judge. Here comes the pitch, a ground ball down the first base line, picked up by Rivera, and he makes the 3rd out. So 1 run on a big home run by Ben Rice, who's 2 for 2. At the end of 1.5, the Yankees lead 6-0. We will be back in just 2 minutes. All right. Before the bottom of the second goes, I want to give out a couple of scores here. The Chicago Cubs and the Pirates, 0-0, bottom 1. The Philadelphia Phillies, bottom 2, leading the Nationals 2-0. The Kansas City Royals and Tampa Bay, 0-0, top of the first. The Boston Red Sox and Toronto Blue Jays, top 1. The Red Sox have a run, so it's 1-0 there. Later on, you're going to have the Minnesota Twins at the Guardians, the Diamondbacks at the Mets, the Brewers and the White Sox, the Athletics and Texas, Detroit Tigers and Houston Astros, the Atlanta Braves and the Rockies, the Giants and the Padres, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim against the Mariners, and Marlins Dodgers, and also the St. Louis Cardinals and the Cincinnati Reds were postponed. So that is your scoreboard. A lot more scores in a little while. The Yankees were at pretty well a fast opening game before the inning starts. Real Bill says, which TV feed do you get? I'm blocked out, so I have to watch it. Yeah, that's what Ken does, Real Bill. I have yes. I'm in New York. The first pitch is right in there to Ryan Mountcastle. He's batting .198. He's got a homer and 5 RBIs. And it's a 0-1 count. Rodon has thrown 16 pitches. Here comes the pitch. It's a high fly, lazy ball to Aaron Judge. Near the line, makes the catch. 1 out in the bottom of the second. 6-0 Yankees lead. Yeah, Real Bill. So I guess can you get the Gotham app? I know it's kind of expensive or whatever, but if you could see the game on MLB.TV or where however you see it, that's great. Liriano's up, right down Broadway, strike one. Rodon is getting in a rhythm, and why not? He's got a 6-0 lead. He's just got to relax. There's a line drive. Whoa, what a play by Volpe. Here comes the throw. They got him. Oh, what a play by Chicken Parmesan. Holy cow. Oh, I sound like my paisan there, Phil Rizzuto. Rest in peace. Loved him. He was an unbelievable announcer and a homer and a homeboy, and I'm definitely a homer and a homeboy. So Volpe bounced that, and of course he's got the confidence because Paul G is an incredible first baseman. The Yanks are doing great things right now, guys. This is a game that I've been waiting for. Here's a high pop up by a usual Yankee killer, Urias. He has a lot of he gives the Yankees fits. This little guy. He always does a double, a triple of some kind. So we need to keep him off the bases too. Here comes the 0-1 pitch right down Broadway. It's 0-2. Ramon Urias is batting .297, 1 homer, 8 RBIs. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And it swung on and missed. Strike 3, arrivederci. As they say in Italian, arrivederci Roma. At the end of 2, we have the Yankees 6 and the Orioles nothing. Back in a minute. Hey, everyone. I don't know if you heard, but a little unsettling news. Well, guess what? DJ LeMahieu is battling another injury, folks. Although it doesn't look too alarming, but from what they just put out on MLB.com, LeMahieu has been, of course, injured the whole, he has a cortisone shot earlier in the day to address a small hip discomfort. Incredible. It is incredible. So who knows if he's going to take a step backwards now again. We'll have to rest the hip. So in 2 innings, everyone, we just found out of DJ, and who knows how long Chas Chisholm Jr. But the way he left, even though he was on his own, I really don't see that he's going to play tomorrow. So everyone, we're starting in the top of the 3rd inning. The Yankees up 6-0, and the first batter is Oswaldo Peraza. He hits a ground ball to Henderson, and he's out. 1 pitch, 1 out. I really don't like that, folks. I would like, especially if it's a long inning for the Yankee pitcher. The next inning, I always would want the first batter to hang in there. Let him pitch. You want to get him out of the game. That's the whole key. Let the bullpen come in and get tired. The 0-1 pitch to Chicken Palm, better known as Anthony Volpe, right down Broadway, and 90-mile-an-hour sinker. Dev Finch says DJ needs to retire. Yeah, a lot of people will concur with that, and the Yankees open up $30 million. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Mr. Volpe, a little ground ball up the middle. Henderson with a nice play, the scoop, the throw to first. They got him. 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd inning. So it looks like Gibson is starting to settle down, and now Austin Wells is coming up to the plate. He is 0 for 1. Hopefully, he's batting .212. He's over the Mendoza line. He has 4 homers and 16 RBIs. Excuse me. We're looking for a lot more from him throughout the year. He needs to step it up a little bit. Right now, he's chatting with the umpire. Don't know what that's all about, but it looks like a pretty well conversation. Now he gets in the box. He's ready. And here comes the first pitch from Gibson, his 47th pitch. Swung on and hit to left field. Looks like it's going to go foul. 0-1. So the Yankees have the swinging shoes on this inning. Maybe they got the dinner reservations. They want to get out of there. No, just kidding. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Wells from Gibson. Here it is, right down Broadway, 0-2. So he is settling in. It's a good thing that the Yankees got all of these home runs. Real Bill says Wells has hit the ball hard, just a lot of people. He will be fine. I kind of agree with you, yes. Okay, the 0-2 pitch coming to Wells. Here it is, up high, 1 ball and 2 strikes. So the Yankees have one more game here. Tomorrow night they will be on Amazon Prime. It's Wednesday night Prime night, and if you don't have Amazon Prime, you can see it on MLB.tv. We will try to bring it to you on here. I can't promise it yet, but I will let everybody know either later tonight or in the chat tomorrow morning with my update. And thank you so much for liking those updates, everyone. That's really cool. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Austin Wells. The set, the pitch, and it's a little ground ball behind. No, he swung and missed, and that's what the umpire is saying, swung and missed. And he throws the first, and he's out. Austin Wells didn't run it first. He ran, but he was thrown out. So at the end of 1-2-3 inning, the Yankees lead 6-0. Well, that was a fast inning. But then again, at 6-0, hey, what the heck? So what does everybody have to say? If anybody gets any word, I'm looking across if anything comes about Chaz Chisholm Jr., please pass it along. I'd really appreciate it. I'm trying my best to get the latest information on Chaz and also to update the new scores that games are starting. At the end of, actually, in the bottom of the first, the Red Sox lead 2-0 now on Toronto. The Phillies have a 2-0 lead on the Nationals. The Arizona Diamondbacks and the Mets are in the top of the first. No score. So that is the update right now. The Cubs and the Pirates, no score, bottom 2. So that is your scoreboard. In case you didn't hear it, another new injury to DJ LeMahieu. It's incredible. He had hip discomfort. He got a cortisone shot to it. So I guess he's going to be shut down for a couple of days. And who knows? We just have to wait and see, on that. There are a lot of good things that you like to see on the Yankee, with the Yankee game tonight. But I don't want them to get complacent. It's very easy. You have a 6-0 lead. You are playing the Orioles. They do have a very good lineup. So you want to attack. You want to attack on runs, attack. And Rodon, keep your composure, and you will be fine. They're showing on the screen right now Bo Rodon and Camden Cole, both are very, very good friends and play Little League ball together. That is very cool. So these are the little tidbits. So we're going to the bottom of the third. Rivera is up, and the first pitch is right down Broadway for Cole, strike 1. And again, in the bottom of the third, Rodon is pitching free and easy. He's just playing catch with Austin Wells at this point, which is great. That ball was outside, a curveball. It's 1-1. Emmanuel Rivera's batting .308 with 13 RBIs. Here comes the 1-1 pitch, swung on and missed. It is now a 1-2 strikes. So, we're gassed out because of that top of the first, although I would like the Yankees to do a little bit more. Here comes a 1-2 pitch, foul behind home plate. And that is pitch number 26 for Rivera. Good shape, bottom of the third, nobody out, nobody on. And we are set for the 1-2 pitch coming up. And here we go. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Check swing in the dirt. He did not go, and it's 2-2. There it goes. Of course, the ball goes in the dirt and right out of the game. Jorge Mateo, Yankee farmhand, is on deck. He's had a pretty good career since he's been with the Orioles. Here comes the pitch, popped up, and back in the stands again. So we'll do it all over again. It's 2-2 strikes to Rivera, who's playing first base for the Orioles for this game. Here comes the pitch, the set. And the delivery, swung on and missed. And as our good friend Ken Harrelson would say, he gone. And that's another strikeout for Rodon. So one out here in the bottom of the third. All is well, and we keep going. They have a super shot. That ball is with a lot of movement, folks. And that's what we need from Rodon. Mateo steps in, and the first pitch is high curveball, 78 miles an hour. He's batting only 136 at this point, but he is a good ball player. Here comes the pitch. Right down Broadway, it's 1-1. Scores are coming up. The Phillies 2-0. Again, top of the third with the Nationals. Here comes the pitch. Grounded foul. The Kansas City Royals won. The Rays nothing. Bottom of the first. And the Red Sox and the Blue Jays, as I said, 2-0. The Blue Jays have a runner on second and one out. The D-backs and the Mets, bottom first, no score. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Way down low, 2-2. Now, in prior years, Mateo would have swung at that pitch. He's a little bit more disciplined, and that's made him into a very solid hitter. He's just off to a very slow start. Rodon sets. Here comes the pitch. Grounded foul again. First base dugout. And it's, again, 2-2 strikes. Rodon rubbing up the ball. I don't know. He has a just looks a little wicked on the mound. I hope it looks like everything's okay. You never know with him. He's always complaining about something. The 2-2 pitch, another foul. Couldn't be held by Wells. It was a pretty decent hit in and out of that glove. So I don't know. He might have holes in the glove again. Who knows? But that was right down Broadway, man. That was a good pitch. But you don't want to come straight, at eye level with Mateo because he can take the ball deep. Here comes the 2-2 pitch, and it is swung on and missed. He gone. And that's a shout out to Ken Harrelson, the ex-Yankee broadcaster, and became very, very famous with the Chicago White Sox. So hats off to Ken Harrelson. He did have great phrases, though. Somebody would strike out, and he goes, "Grab some bench." And here is Carlson, Dylan Carlson. He just fouled a ball behind home plate, so it's 0-1. It's amazing how Rodon sweats so much. It's incredible. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Carlson. Bottom of the third, 2 outs. And here comes the pitch. way up high, 80 miles an hour. It was a curveball. Carson for this year, no hits and 9 at bats. He has an RBI and no home runs, obviously. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. And here we go. And just inside, 2 balls and a strike. Rendon he's the leader in strikeouts at 49, with Cole Riggins at 46, Crochet 44, Logan Gilbert 44. So he's looking to add to that. There's a ground ball to Volpe. He's in the outfield grass. Nice throw to Paul G. And the inning is over. 3 up and 3 down. I'm not going to say if there's any hits for the Orioles. I'm not jinxing anything. Never. The Yankees lead 6-0. We'll be back in a minute. Okay, we're back, everyone. I do have a little bit of news, a little surprising news. The San Diego Padres have just designated Yuri Gurriel for assignment. He is, as you know, he's kind of a Yankee killer, and I have a feeling you watch, he's going to come to the American League. It may not be a bad idea to give him a shot. I know he's a little older, but the Gurriel family, they're always a pain. That might be a look-see, depending on, he's a right-handed hitter, and being another team, you never know. Also, I just saw something else that's coming across. Let's see. It was just AJ Minter could require season-ending surgery, so that's another thing. The Angels also designated our number 4 hitter 2 years ago for a few games, J.D. Davis. So here we go. Back Yankee offense is Oswaldo Cabrera, leads off the top of the 4th, and the first pitch by Gibson is a ball. Cabrera singled in the first. He's batting .293, 1 home run, and 8 RBIs. Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Cabrera, and it is up high, 2 balls and no strikes. Remember, everybody in the chat, don't forget to push the like button, the notification button. You'll never miss any content here. That's what we're here for. We're here to make your day a little brighter as Yankee content continues to grow. 2 balls and a strike to Cabrera. Sean Browning says Jazz left with right tight discomfort. Thank you, Sean. I guess either rest or he's going to go for X-rays. We'll know more on the post-game show. Here comes the pitch, and it's grounded to Mateo at second. Throws to Rivera, 1 man out here in the top of the 4th. And here comes the big man, Trent Grisham. Slugging leaders, Julio Polanco leads at 739, and then you have Aaron Judge at 726, and third is Trent Grisham, and 4th at 703, and then Corbin Carroll. Here comes the first pitch to Grisham, and it's a ground ball to shortstop. He backhands, flips the first, he got him, 2 men out. So 2 up and 2 down. Yankees are, again, it looks like there's no patience, and they're swinging at everything. I know it's a 6-0 lead, but you don't want to get you want anytime you can add to it, by all means add to it, please. That's what they need to do. You never know in this game. So here comes the first pitch to Aaron Judge, and it's outside for a ball. Real Bill is saying the Oriole broadcast said that Jazz has a right flank strain. Okay. Yankee PR person needs to be fired for that one. All right. Here comes the 1-0 to Aaron Judge, and a check swing. Did he go? No. 2 balls and no strikes to Aaron Judge. So we'll know more. We'll know more about Chaz, I'm sure, as the game goes on. But good job in the chat, guys. Keep it coming. And of course, if I see or hear anything, I will definitely bring it to you guys. The 2-0 pitch to Judge is outside. Did he swing? No, he didn't. 3 balls and no strikes. They are showing Dominguez on the bench. He's not playing tonight. But the Yankee lineup is pretty solid today anyway. The 3-0 pitch is outside for ball 4. So again, he's on base. That percentage rate is just off the charts. And here comes Mr. Ben Rice, 2 for 2, and 2 biggies, 2 bombs, belly bombs that went through. Actually, Bellinger hit one too, so we have 3 belly bombs. Aaron Judge reached base 2 times in 21 of his last 26 games. Just amazing. The first pitch to Ben Rice is grounded foul weakly behind home plate. And the umpire is saying something, but he said, no, he hit the ball off of his leg. So, no, it's foul. Ben Rice, career home run 7 in 24 and 8 in 25, and we're not even out of April yet. Amazing. What a difference a year makes. And just, just having the being in the lineup the last couple of, the last year really helped. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, and it's a 4-seam fastball inside 1-1. Gibson is now at 61 pitches with at 4 2/3 innings. The set and the pitch to Ben Rice, and it's line base hit to right field. So in 4 innings, he is 3 for 3. Now that's now being on the bench yesterday and coming back and getting 3 hits, can't go wrong, folks. 3 for 3 for Ben Rice. What a very nice back, hitting in back of Aaron Judge. Leave him there. Don't change it. Not right now. You go with the hot hand. Don't change the lineup. Sometimes you got to go against analytics. Just do what you feel. Paul G is up. He's 0 for 2. He's batting .355, a homer, and 10 RBIs. The pitch, swung on and missed. So it's 0-1. This is an RBI chance for Mr. Paul G. It would be nice if he comes through. No balls and a strike. 1st and 2nd, 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, way down low, 1-1. So when the Yankees swing at the dirt, you can rest assured the next pitch is in the dirt. And, they just have to be a little smart when they're up there. Please stop with the fishing. Let them pitch the ball to you. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Paul G. Swung on and hit foul down the right field stands. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Gibson now at 65 pitches. He's just, looking into the catcher. And, it's a little faster now with the pitch clock, which I think was a great idea most of the time. We just got to get rid of that phantom guy in the 10th inning. Anyway, the 1-2 pitch now to Ghost is lined up the middle of base hit. Now that's the clutch hitting that I'm looking for. Here comes Judge, and the Yankees now lead 7-0. And we still have 1st and 2nd. Rice stays at 2nd. That's what I'm talking about, guys. That's what we need. Situational hitting. Awesome. Really, really awesome. And he's done it all year. Who cares about the home run with him? He's just a professional hitter. And, that's incredible. And Sean Browning is saying, "Yeah, Bill, I'm concerned about the obliques." I called that right away. I knew it was an oblique. There was no question about it. Even though he wasn't limping or anything, I knew it had. I have a feeling. I'm obviously no doctor, but I have a feeling it's going to be an IL stent for him. But hey, listen, it'll give him time to relax, to rest, and come back very strong. Hopefully not. Hopefully, maybe it's just a couple of days. But the Yankees, the Yankees are always very, very cautious with these things. Here comes Clay Bellinger. He is 1 for 2 with a home run. The first pitch. Oh, that looked like a strike, and he called it a sweeper ball. 1 ball and no strikes. First and second for the Yankees. Another clutch hit wouldn't hurt. I would definitely take it. Here comes the 1-2. Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Bellinger, and it is way down low. 2 balls and no strikes to Bellinger. Clay seems like he's little by little getting on the ball. Even the out in the last inning that he batted, he hit hard down to first base, was almost through to the right field corner. Here comes the 2-0 pitch to Bellinger, way down low, 3 balls and no strikes. Guess he wants no part of Bellinger. In that ballpark, if he gets a swing, that ball's going to go to Landown Street. It's going to go nuts. Here comes the 3-0 pitch from Gibson. And here we go. He's slow to deliver. Right down Broadway. Four-seam fastball, 92 miles an hour. And on deck now, remember, folks, Oswaldo Peraza came in for Chaz Chisholm, who looks like he's hurt an oblique. Here comes the pitch. Ball 4. And the bases are loaded for Peraza. So, in the bullpen, Bowman is getting warmed up, number 51 for the Orioles, in the bottom of the fourth with 2 outs. And Peraza, can he use a base hit here, guys? Can he not? He could really use one. He's batting 185 with 1 home run. And here comes the first pitch, outside for a ball, a sweeper at 82 miles an hour. So Peraza, right now, it looks like he might get some more playing time, but we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. Let's see what happens with Chaz. Here comes the pitch. It's line to center field, and another clutch hit. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. The Yankees are pouring it on, are leading 9-0. 9-0, everyone. And what have I been screaming about in my streams? Where's the darn clutch hitting? And they're finally hitting in the clutch. It is about time. It is about time, everyone. Sean Browning goes, get a hit, take a cannoli. You're right. And don't forget the cannolis. Do what you got to do, but never forget the cannolis. Oh, this is incredible. Peraza, I believe, is so close to being released. And this is going to do a lot for his confidence, no question about it. Here comes the manager, and that's it for Gibson. 9 runs, and the runners inherited are his. We have 2 outs, and Chicken Palm up next. I like calling him that. We will take a little break. The Yankees are leading 9-0. Be back in a minute, guys. Okay, we are back, folks. We are back in the bottom of the fourth with 2 outs, runners on. The Yankees lead 9-0. That's music to my ears. Excellent start to the game. And Anthony Volpe up with first and second and 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Here comes the first pitch, and Bowman is in, by the way, 51 for the Orioles. He has an ERA of 1.98, 13.2 innings, two walks, 7 strikeouts. Opponents are batting around 235 on him. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, and it's down low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Another sweeper at 84 miles an hour. I want to thank everybody in the chat. Everybody looking live. Hang in with us. We're having fun. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and missed on another sweeper. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes to Chicken Palm, Mr. Italiano, whatever you like to call him. Just don't call him late for dinner. That's the motto for Mr. Italian Man. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Anthony Volpe. And check swing down low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. I hope you're enjoying the broadcast, everyone. Let me know how you like it. If you want to see more streams like this, let me know in the comments. Here comes the 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. And the inning is over, but not before the Yankees get a 3 runs. They now lead 9-0. We're going to the bottom of the fourth, and we'll be back in a minute. And we are back, folks. Shame on me. We didn't get a chance to wish Anthony Volpe on the stream a happy birthday, so it's only apropos to say this. And many more to Mr. Anthony Volpe. Okay, we're back. We're back live, everyone. Strike 1 to Cedric Mullins as we start the bottom of the fourth. Carlos Rodon pitching very, very well. 4 Ks right now. Here comes the pitch, and just missed an 85-mile-an-hour slider. It's 1-1. So here we go. We're back in it. Yankees up 9-0, everyone. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Mullins. Ground ball, foul down the first base line. And we'll do it again at 1 ball and 2 strikes. He's got 43 pitches. We're in the 4th inning. He's in good shape there. Save the bullpen as much as you can, as I always say. It definitely means a lot. Okay, the 1-2 pitch, he rocks and he deals, and it's down low, 2 balls and 2 strikes to Mullins. Mullins had that incredible robbing of home run by Paul G last night. Here comes a 2-2 pitch. In there, call strike 3 on a check swing. And that is strikeout number 5. And his pitches are right on target. And that's going to call for, well, we got to do something about doing, at least saying thank you for the strikeout. So thanks again for that strikeout. It is strike 1 to Rutschman. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out in the first inning. So let's see how he does. A little break in the action here. He steps out. Now he's back in the box. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. And here we go. And it is line right back at Rodon. He catches it on the fly. 2 outs. Good heads up. Thank God that didn't hit him anywhere. It went straight for the Panza, for the right in the New York target. So it was actually perfect. So it's 2 outs, and thank God there was no problem. He quick glove to ball. That was awesome. So it's 2 outs, and now Gunnar Henderson is up, who's 0 for 1. And that's outside for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. Cold Italian pizza, my boy. Rodon is dealing. Yes, he is. Thank you for being in the stream. Really appreciate it. Here comes the 1-0 pitch, and it's a ground ball foul hit off of Austin Wells. And I believe the umpire got ticked also. So it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Carlos Rodon, opponent this season, batting, he's number 1 at 152, strikeouts 51st, ground ball rate is 48.7. He is 8th. Getting back to the plate, here comes the pitch, a little high at 96 mile an hour, 4-seam fastball. And he's just looking there. I hope he doesn't think that was a strike, because it was not a strike. And here comes the 2-1 pitch. That's right down Broadway. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So with 2 and 2, this is what you get. Well, here we go. The 2-2 pitch, check, swing, and it's 3 and 2. So he is definitely he's trying for the strikeout, and we don't want him to nibble, not at all. But let's have a new little noise. The pitch is popped up and foul. No, I'm sorry. It's popped up to Bellinger in left field, and he makes the catch. Inning over, end of 4. The Yankees lead 9-0. I refuse to say hits or errors or anything like that. I will not do that. So you'd have to guess on that or look on the TV or whatever, but you're not going to get that from me right now, folks. We're gonna go quickly to the scoreboard while we're waiting. But in between, let's see what's going on. The Cubs took a 2-0 lead over the Pirates in the bottom of the 4th. The Phillies lead the Nationals 3-0, top of the 5th. The Royals lead the Rays 2-0, bottom of the 3rd. The Red Sox are feasting on Toronto, 7-0, top of the 3rd. The New York Mets lead the Diamondbacks in the top of the 3rd, 4-0. Milwaukee's up 1-0 on the White Sox. The Minnesota Twins, Guardians, Athletics, Texas, Detroit, Houston, Atlanta, Rockies, Giants, Padres, Angels, Mariners, Marlins, Dodgers, and all later. And the Cardinals and Cincinnati were postponed. So if you'd like, everyone, I'll get an update. What's happening in the Met pitching has just been unreal. It really has. Francisco Lindor homered, and Tyrone Taylor has a hit. So the Mets are going definitely with David Peterson. He's given up 2 hits in 3 innings. So that gives you an update of what's going on. And like I said, the Yankees are up 9-0 here, going to the top of the 5th inning. Name that Yankee. He was with the Yankees in 2006 and the Orioles. Here comes the pitch to Austin Wells, who's 0 for 2, right down Broadway, and it was fouled off. So it's 0-1. He's 0 for 2. He grounded out, and he struck out. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, the set by Bowman, and here comes the pitch. Swung on and missed. 0-2. Looks like he was completely fooled. The career stats of the trivia question: he won 91 games with the Yankees. He was with the Yankees in 2006 and 2008, with the Orioles 2004 and 2005. Thank you, Sean. Please smash the like buttons, everyone. Well appreciated if you like the content, and also notification. Here comes the pitch outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Very important on the notification, because you will get updates. You'll get the latest news, trades, or anything involving the Yankees or baseball in general. If it's out, we will let you know. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. A high fly ball to center field. Mullins setting under it, and it's a can of corn, and it's 1 out. So we're in the top of the 5th, guys. Cabrera is up now. He's 1 for 2. And I want to thank everybody that's viewing us right now. It is the first time that New York Yankee Mania is doing the play-by-play. I hope you're all enjoying it. Please tell your friends and everybody who's a Yankee fan, get it out to them, that we share a lot of fun here. Cabrera hits one to first, and it gets past the first baseman in the right field for another hit for Cabrera, who has 2 hits. He is a valuable player, a backup player, and we just love. And honestly, I think he should have only bat left-handed. I would give Dominguez another year or 2 batting right-handed. If it doesn't work, then work on what works, and that's your left-handed swing. Trent Grisham led off the game again with a home run. He's 1 for 3. And he is up now. The first pitch, right down Broadway, strike 1. So it's 0-1. He's batting .308, as I said, 8 home runs, 15 RBIs, and an incredible OPS of 1,000.76. Incredible. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, right down Broadway again, 0-2. So he's like he's looking a little dazed up there. I couldn't believe 2 breaking pitches exactly the same place. And he calls time, taking a couple of swings, and maybe he's doing the home run swing. We'll see. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to him from Bowman. And here we go. And it is up high, just missed. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Bowman, since he's been in 13 pitches, basically pitched pretty well. He looks pretty good. Trent Grisham ready, and here we go with the 1-2 pitch, just a little bit outside, 2-2. So we have Cabrera at first, 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's no way that he's going to be stealing. Although what they could do is try a hit and run. They tried one last night and it was successful. So here comes the pitch in there for a call, strike 3. So they just rung up Trent Grisham. He's now 1 for 4, but the 1 hit was a biggie, was a big home run. And guess who's up? I'll give you 5 guesses. Big man, Il Gavadon, and that is Aaron Judge. He hit a home run again in the first inning, and he's actually 1 for 2 with a walk, and that's in there for a call strike. His OPS is just off the charts, 1,226. He's batting .407, and he's one RBI short of 30, and we're still in April. What an amazing feat. Now it's a 1 ball and 1 strike on that cutter. 17 pitches for Bowman, a 9-0 lead, and here comes the 1-1 pitch. Here we go. He's slow to the plate. He really goes down to 1 second there. Swung on and fouled right field side. Judge, I think, feels he might have missed the pitch, but then again, he always has that. Career against the Orioles, folks. Listen to this: 323, 46 home runs, 98 RBIs, an OPS of 1,205. That is sick. That is off the charts. And the pitch just missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bowman was walking off the mound. And umpires don't like that, folks. They do not like that. It could have gone either which way, but yeah, according to the graphic, it did hit the strike zone. But here comes the pitch. Swung on and hit foul down the right field line, a 91 mile an hour sinker. So Judge is staying on the ball, and he steps out of the box. Gives it a little look. They're Bowman rubbing the ball, getting ready to pitch. And here we go, folks. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Down low outside, 3 balls and 2 strikes. So he's worked the count. What else is new? That's Mr. Judge for you. When he's on, it's just don't want to be a pitcher, not at all. Here comes the 3-2 pitch from Bowman to Judge outside, and he adds to the on-base percentage, which is incredible. 1st and 2nd and 2 outs, and guess who's up? Mr. Rice, Mr. Fried Man himself. 3 for 3, got the average up to 284. His OPS is 1,013. That's another amazing feat, guys. So here we go. The first pitch to Ben Rice, stepping in, getting ready. And the first pitch, little bit low. I had to hesitate because the umpire looked like he was going to put the arm up, but he stopped. So it's 1 ball and no strikes to Mr. Ben Rice. 3 for 3, 2 home runs, 2 bombs. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and missed. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. He looked like he wanted to do another home run, and he wanted 3 more RBIs on that one. So, so here we go. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, right down Broadway. 1 ball and 2 strikes. A sinker, 92 miles an hour. Bowman has thrown 25 pitches here in relief. And here we go. The set, the pitch, swung on and hit behind home plate, foul. It is 1-2 again. The Rice is hanging in there. Steps out a little bit. The umpire gets a new set of balls. Morton is in the bullpen, and he's up in age. He's about 41 years old. So here we go. The 1-2 pitch to Ben Rice. Hit him. Oh, man, that hit him in the back of the leg. And that was not good. That was not good, folks. Bases are now loaded. He gets up. Looks like he's okay. It hit him in the back of the leg. So, it just a little sting. The replay shows, yeah, it was above the, it was about the leg height in the back of the leg. So he'll probably have a little black and blue back there, but he should be fine. Yeah, good thing it was like a part of the meat. So that should be, he should be okay. So here we go. They're waving the trainer off, says don't worry about it. He's staying at first base. The way he's hitting, he ain't coming out of the lineup. You're going to have to drag him out of there. push him out of there. No way. Well, guess who's up? Mr. Clutch himself, Paul G. Before I said I wanted a clutch hit, he gave it to me. He's batting .360, 1 home run, 1 RBI, and he has an .869 OPS. Bases are juiced, everyone. Now would be a great time for a grand slam. What do you think? Here comes the pitch, and it's just makes it in there for a call strike. So 0-1 on Paul G with the bases juiced. Here in the top of the 5th, a 9-0 Yankee lead. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Paul G, and swung on and missed. 0-2 on a 91-mile-an-hour sinker. That is right. That was right down Broadway, folks. So a little anxious. You have the bases loaded, and you're really hungry. So here comes the 0-2 pitch. Little low, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bowman has a sneaky pitches. He has sneaky fastball. He's thrown 30 pitches now in relief of Gibson. And here we go. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. And it is just missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Paul G. The bases are loaded. The Yankees lead again, 9-0. Charlie Morton, the age-old veteran, is in the bullpen. His ERA is 10 points. There's a line drive and another base hit. And I called it again with the clutch hitting. That's okay. You don't have only 1 run scores. The Yankees now lead 10-0, baby. 10-0. I think you want me to call the games every day, right, guys? Let's go Yankees. Let's go Yankees. Unbelievable. Hey, Jeff, thanks for joining the party. My first inning, the Yankees hit 4 home runs. 4 home runs in an inning. They don't want me to leave. I think they want me to call the game every day, Jeff. I really appreciate you coming on. Don't forget to press the like button. The bases are loaded for Clay Bellinger. So it's the bases are juiced. The first pitch to Bellinger from Bowman, right down Broadway, 0-1. So it's no balls and 1 strike. Of course, in the first inning, Cody Bellinger hit a long bomb. He's 1 for 2, and he's batting .200 now. He's just about over the Mendoza line. Here's the pitch, and it swung on and hit all the way down to the wall in right field. 1 run scores, 2 run scores. He is safe at second base, and we are now the Yankees are now leading 12-0. Everyone, this is unbelievable. This is great. Hey Jeff, I don't want to say anything, but since you joined the chat, the Yanks are doing nothing but hitting. So, pal, hang on there. I really appreciate that. Wow. Jeff is saying, love your podcast, Joe. Great job. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Everybody's too kind. I'm trying to give it the best emotion that I can. We have a break in the action, by the way, and here comes 41-year-old Morton to come in. And Sean Browning is going, dear Mr. Boone, keep this lineup. I'm going to put a few of you on because you've been generous to stay with me the whole route. So here we go, dear Mr. Boone, keep this lineup. From Sean, Jeff, shout out. With the Albanian flag there, which is great. I think it's good luck for the Yankees. Love your podcast. Great job. Sean Browning, Goldie Clutch. Cold Italian pizza. Rodon is dealing. Thank you so much for joining New York Yankee Mania. Give me a shout out if you want me to do more streams, live streams with the Yankees. Well, I can't ask for better than this. 12-0 for my first live stream. Call it luck, call it whatever. But if it means this takes us all the way wherever we're going to the World Series, guys, I'll stay on here. I won't come out of the room if you want me to. So we're going to have fun here. Yeah, this is definitely fun. But I'm sure tomorrow they're saying, hey guys, save some runs for me. So that's going to be fun tomorrow. As a matter of fact, let me go back to the scoreboard. Well, the Red Sox and the Blue Jays just got 2 runs, so it's 7-2. Red Sox, the Phillies are up 3-0. The Cubs are leading 4-0. The Cubs are doing very, very well. And tomorrow, by the way, everyone, the Yankees will be pitching Carlos Carrasco against Pavlich of the Orioles. So that game again will be at 6:35. Peraza is up. First pitch, outside and low, 1 ball and no strikes. He came in for Chaz Chisholm, who it looks like he hurt his oblique. We're still waiting more word on what's going on, if he's going for imaging or what. The pitch is in there in Broadway. It's 1-1 to Peraza. So he's going to more than likely see some time, and Yabad Vivas might be called up. But we won't get ahead of ourselves. Let's see what happens. Here comes the pitch. A ground ball is short. Gonna has it. He throws it to first, and the inning is over. But not before the Yankees score 3 runs on like 3 hits, and they leave a couple of men on. And at the end of 4.5 innings, the Yankees are leading the Orioles 12-0. Back in a minute, folks. Okay, we are back, folks. I just got a pretty funny text from Ken from the Ugly Truth. He may join us in a little while, but he says, well, this is great. I missed some of the game for a recital from my granddaughter, but the one good thing is that we're not going to have Angry Joe on the post game tonight. Well, thank you for that, but we're not done yet, folks. So let's hope it stays a real happy recap. Mountcastle's up at bat. We're in the bottom of the 5th. No balls and 1 strike. He fouls it off. No balls and 2 strikes to Mountcastle. And the Yankees are trying to breeze through this game. It'll be real important for the psyche of the game and for the Rendon. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Grab some bench, baby. Grab some bench. We have 1 out now in the bottom of the 5th inning. Rendon is dealing, no question about it, guys. I mean, unbelievable. He's pitching really well. Here comes the pitch to Liriano. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch is strike 1 right down Broadway, 0-1. So we're going through, like I said, 4 1/3 for Rendon. He's looking really sharp, but then why not when you're up 12-0? Here comes the pitch. He can just play catch with Wells. 1-1 is the count. He's at 58 pitches. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. And here it goes. It's a check swing in the dirt. So it is 1-1. Rendon's in good. He's got 6 strikeouts, 59 pitches, 11 out of 14 first strikes. Very, very good numbers so far. The 2-1 pitch swung on and missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So we have 2 balls, 2 strikes. And, Rendon is right on it. So that, is going to call for, what we need. And that is swung on, grounded to short. Oh, what a play by Volpe. He gets up. He throws. Finds him out. He's out. What a play by Chicken Palm. And Rendon is going, oh, my God. He's just looking. He cannot believe, he's doing now on both sides of the plate. Unbelievable play up the middle. He lunged to his right. He got up, threw the ball to Paul G. He threw a strike there. Unbelievable. You could see the snow cone in the glove, and he was really, really pumped. Oh, good for Volpe. What a day after birthday present for Volpe. Here comes Veras, a little ground ball to second, and Peraza throws him out. Bottom of the 5th inning, the Yankees lead 12-0. Again, I will not tell you how many hits the Orioles have. I refuse to do that. I'm getting comments in Texas. Oh, why aren't you? I'm not saying a word, guys. Absolutely not. You're not going to get me to say it. I'll say anything you want me to say, but I'm not going to touch that. So, again, I want to thank everybody that's staying with us in the chat. Please like the broadcast. The more you like it, the more I will do. This is a lot of fun, especially when the Yankees are winning 12-0. And so that makes me very happy. That makes a post game very happy. By the way, folks, the post game will go right in from this game. There won't be a layoff because we'd be on for a while. So we'll do a quick recap. So I'm just letting you know. And I hope to be doing that with Ken from The Ugly Truth. And you fans that have been so kind to stick around and keep us company here and help me through my first broadcast. There are updates here on the scoreboard. About the same. The Mets 7-0, bottom of the 4th of the Diamondbacks. The Red Sox 7-2, bottom of the 4th of with the Blue Jays. The Royals lead 2-1 with the Rays in the 4th. In the top 6, the Phillies 3-1 over the Nationals. Top 5, the Cubs 4-0 over the Pittsburgh Pirates. They're showing highlights of the Red Sox game. Duran hit a bomb, and so did they have a few bombs there, and they're having fun in the dugout. Jose Altuve asked out of leadoff spot, needs more time to get to the dugout from left field. Chandler Simpson hit safely in all 8 career games. And Mr. Chicken Palm is up right now, guys. He is 1 for 3. A new catcher is in the game, Maverick Henley for the Orioles. Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Morton, right down Broadway. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Anthony Volpe has an RBI double. It was a very clutch hit. He's now up to 231. You like to see that, and you want to see that average keep growing and growing. The pitch, and it's going to grow again, baby. This ball is hitting the gap. He's definitely going to go for 2. The ball is bobbled. He's on second base, and another hit. Volpe is coming alive. Maybe it was the birthday. Maybe it was my chicken palm or eggplant palm. Whatever it is, he's doing very, very well and waking up. And also the Colorado Rockies, 4-24 record this season, worse than the National League through 28 games in like 100 years. So They're going to challenge the White Sox marker last year if they keep that up. Okay, well, here we go. The other chicken palm is up. Mr. Wells, check swing, and they call it a strike. 0-1 on Mr. Chicken Palm. Well, I'm going to call him Eggplant Palm because nobody takes that away from Mr. Volpe. All right, here comes the 0-1 pitch, and here we go. And it's a little outside, 1-1. Mr. Wells is 0 for 3 today. But right now, I'm sure he wants to join the party. 12-0 is nothing to sneeze at. Here comes the 1-1 pitch, down low, 2 balls and a strike. We have a new person in the chat journals. Thank you so much. I think I'm calling it right. Thank you so much. Don't forget, please press the like button and also press the notification, and please subscribe. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Volpe stays at second, and Wells is 0 for 4. So for some reason, he doesn't want to come to the party right now. Oswaldo Cabrera is up at plate now. He's 2 for 3, 2 singles, batting .299, 1 home run, and 8 RBIs. So shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're enjoying the play. It's definitely wonderful to do this for you guys. Here comes the first pitch, in there for a call strike. Cabrera is an incredible backup. When he plays every day, that's when you have a problem. So he needs a couple of days rest here and there. That's when he's very successful. But he may see more playing time if Chaz Chisholm goes on the IL. If you're just tuning in, everyone, Chisholm hurt his right oblique. I called it right away. That's what they're saying. So hopefully we'll get more in the post game. Here comes the pitch, right in there for a call strike 3. So it was hello, good evening, and good night for Oswaldo Cabrera. So here comes back to the top of the order, everyone, and that is Trent Grisham. His first home run was 105.8 miles per hour. Judge was 100. Bellinger was 103. Ben Rice was 2 home runs, 96.8 and 100 below. Here comes the pitch to Grisham, right in there for a call strike. Morton is a strike machine when he's on. Trent Grisham is back to 303, and his OPS is 1060 with 15 RBIs. We'll get to the chat in a minute, guys. Here comes the pitch. Down low, 0-1. Let's bring one up from Jeff. Metal yellow first, red finger, red number 1. Okay. And popcorn yellow stripe smile. All right. You got it, baby. You got it. Here we go. And a 1-1 pitch to Trent Grisham. Again, thank you, everybody in the chat. Here we go. Right in there for a call strike 2. It's a 4-seam fastball, 95 miles an hour. So the 41, 42-year-old could still bring it. Very, very, very good. So here we go with the 1-2 pitch to Trent Grisham. Runner leads from second, Anthony Volpe. The pitch swung on and hit in the air to right field. He's going to the warning track, and Liriano makes the catch to end the inning. So we're going to the bottom of the 6th, everyone. The Yankees lead 12-0. I am going to take a fast break. Be right back with you guys. We are back, everyone. Thanks for staying with us. We're still in a commercial break. I can give you an updated score. The Mets now lead the Diamondbacks 8-0. It's amazing they're doing it without Juan Soto, who again is 0 for 3 tonight. It just that lineup is just flourishing right now. They're doing it all. Who knows? We might see a Subway Series. You never know. I know it's a long way away from it, but you never know. Anyway, we're getting ready to start the bottom of the sixth. 62 pitches, 6 Ks, no walks for Carlos Rondon. So here we go. Rivera is up at the plate. Bottom of the sixth. The first pitch is a little bit inside, 1 ball and no strikes to Emmanuel Rivera. He's 0 for 1 tonight. He struck out in the third. Rondon sets, looks in. Here comes he likes what he wants, and here we go. And it's a little bit outside for a 2-0 count. Sweating like crazy. That's Rondon. That's not the real Rondon if he's not sweating. Mateo is on desk. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Way down low, 3-0. 3 balls and no strike. And man, he wants that ball. He says, give me the ball. Give me the ball. Let's go. I like that. Better off that he, goes in rhythm. Here comes the 3-0 pitch to Rivera, and it's right down Broadway, 3 balls and 1 strike. Again, everybody, in the if you have any comments, if you like the stream, please let me know. Give me the likes. I appreciate it. The 3-1 pitch is fouled back. 3 balls and 2 strikes in the bottom of the 6th inning. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Jeff and Cold Italian Pizza, how you doing? And Journals and Sean Browning and just everybody that's been contributing. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and popped foul behind the plate. Sean Browning. I want to give kudos to everybody. Real Bill, Jonathan. I really appreciate all that you do for the show. Always breaking something. Thank you so much. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. It's a little bit high, and the first guy walks, and Rondon is not happy with himself. We don't want him to fall out of nothing. First base runner allowed tonight. Okay, I did not want to say he was having a perfect game. But anyway, life goes on. We're up 12-0, and let's get through these batters. Let's end this thing. It'll be fun. Here comes the first pitch to Mateo, way up high, ball 1. I think it might be time for Rondon to cool it a little bit, calm down. No reason to rush. Throw your pitch, throw your game. You're just pitching to Austin Wells, so don't worry about the batter. There we go. Swing and a miss. Baseball's rate feeds: 4 home run games, 19 perfect games, 24, 6 hit games, 173, 326 no hitters, 739 triple plays, and that's a little bit inside. 2 balls and a strike to Mateo. And we are Rondon. Who knows? I don't think he's running out of gas. I just think that, he's not placing well. Here comes the pitch, and it hits deep to right field, and that ball is off the wall. Rivera stops at third. So, that is the first hit, folks, for the I had a feeling Mateo was going to do it. I didn't want to say anything. He usually does stuff like this against the Yankees. But you know what? It's 12-0, so, you close an eye with something like that. But, yes, they finally got their first hit. So the no-hitter is over the boards. The perfect game is off the board. And now he can just relax and just pitch the way he pitches and just, show us something, get out of the second and third. Dylan Carson is up. Here comes the pitch, and it's low for a ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes to Dylan Carson. So we are in the bottom of the 6th, Second and third for the Orioles. 1 ball, no strikes on Dylan Carlson. Here comes the 1-0 pitch, and that's outside for 2-0. I think they should go and talk to him. We don't want him to get out of the realm. We don't want him to implode. We want him to feel really good with this start, and very smart. Paul G goes to the mound. Cabrera goes to the mound, and also Austin Wells. Give him a little breather. That's important. And, just calm down, throw your pitches. You got a 12-run lead. The guy at second and third mean absolutely nothing. So just pitch your pitch. So we're getting ready for the pitching summary. Strikeout 6, first pitch strikes 12 of 18, and 3 ball counts 4 for Rendon so far today. Okay, folks, here we go. 2 balls and no strikes. Going back into the batter's box. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Ground ball, just foul down the first base line. Nothing. 2 balls and a strike. There's a ball girl there down the line. Nice play on the ground ball. And it is now 2-1 from Carlos Rodon to Dylan Carlson. And here we go. The 2-1 pitch coming. The set and the pitch is popped up down the right field line. It looks like it's going foul into the stands. So we have 2 balls, 2 strikes going right now. So that's going to call for okay. I did my magic with the 2-strike call. So now you got to strike the guy out. Let's go. Don't show me up here. The pitch, ground ball is to third. They let the runner score, and he's out at first. And the runner also moves to third. Cabrera checked the runner to third and then threw the first. But you know what? Outs is important. It's not so much the run that came in. Okay, so he doesn't get a shutout, but at least they got an out, and every out gets us closer to ending the game. Jeff is going laugh out loud, love it. So the first pitch to Mullins is a called strike, 0-1. So there's a man on third, 1 out. Mullins is 0 for 2. And Rendon is getting ready to throw. And here comes the pitch, his 80th pitch. And that is a little bit high, 1 ball and 1 strike, a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. And it's 1-1. So Rendon gets ready to set, pacing himself. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Mullins. Swung on in a high pop-up. Who's going to get it? It's going to be Volpe. Infield fly is called. He throws home. He checks the runner. 2 outs. 2 outs now in the bottom of the 6th. And it would be nice to hold that runner on third base. Good job by Rendon. He handcuffed him, and that was a very good pitch. It's going to bring up a major league debut in the minors, Maverick Henley. His average was .346, 1 home run, 5 RBIs, and an OPS of .991. So he did a lot to be called up. And, we wish him well, but not against the Yankees. Matt Blake is out there now. They want to just checking. This is the first time that this hitter has been in the game, has been in the major leagues. So they want to get it straight, what they're going to pitch to him. And so that's what they're doing at this point. So a little break. Matt Blake goes back to the dugout, and we're just about ready to start the 2 outs. Man on third here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So he sets, and he's ready, and he delivers up high, 96-mile-an-hour 4-seam fastball. So he's definitely still got life on the ball at 82 pitches, everyone. He's getting ready to pitch. Here's the 1-0 pitch right down Broadway. 1 ball and 1 strike for Rendon. He's looking, and he seems very calm, but why not? Have an 11-run lead. Here comes the pitch outside, 2 balls and a strike. That was a changeup at 85 miles an hour. Let's go, Rendon. Let's get him out. Let's go to the next inning. Let's move on. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Little bit high, 3 balls and a strike. And the pitch count is getting up there, folks. But we are in the bottom of the 6th inning. I'm sure Aaron Boone would be thrilled if he gets out of this inning and pitches 6 full innings. There's a pitch right down Broadway, baby. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Henley. His first at bat in the major leagues. Rendon looking things over. He's listening to what he's going to throw. He likes it, and he's ready. He's ready to pitch. Here comes the 3-2 pitch, everyone. Here we go. He sets, he delivers, swung on and missed. He gone. Grab some bench, baby. Grab some bench. So at the end of 6, the Yankees 12 and the Orioles 1. We will be back in a moment. Stay in the chat. Ask me questions. We'll be right back to start the top of the 7th. Okay, everyone, we are back to start the top of the 7th inning. Right now, they're showing all the strikeouts by Carlos Rodon. He's been pitching very, very well. What a performance. But you have to remember, when before you take the mound and you're up 5-0, that stems for a good day. Doesn't always work out, but thank God this one does. Here's the old captain, and guess what? Oh, no, another hit. I was just going to say another hit for Aaron Judge. 2 for 3 now in the game. It looks like Rendon's night is over. He's talking to Boone. No handshake that we saw, and maybe he'll come out. He might be talking. He wants another inning, but we shall say, thank you, Jeff. I didn't go too far, just a little break. And anyway, there's a line drive here from Ben Rice, man. He creams the ball, caught by the second baseman, and Judge stays at first base. So Ben Rice now is 3 for 4. We have a new left fielder. Dylan Carson has gone to center field. They just pinch run now for Aaron Judge. His day is done. Pablo Reyes is now at first base. So Judge is coming out of the game. I guess safe to say at 12-1. Why not? Why take any chances? So Pablo Reyes probably will take over in right field. And Paul G is up at bat. And here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Man, Greg Morton is definitely taking one for the team. He's now on this 20th pitch since he's been in. Goldschmidt has been clutch 2 times tonight. He's 2 for 4 with a few RBIs. Here comes the pitch. Outside, 1-1. And he steps out. With the pitch count, at least the pitchers and the batters, get back to the play-by-play, 1, 2, 3. So here comes his 22nd pitch to Paul Goldschmidt. Swung on and missed. A whole bunch of air. One ball and 2 strikes to Goldschmidt, who's done his part in the game. He is 2 for 4. So the 1-2 pitch coming again, pretty fast. Here we go. The 1-2 pitch just misses. 2 balls and 2 strikes. It was a 93-mile-an-hour sinker. Morton still, I think, he's got giddy up in his pitches. Just remember, everyone, he's 41 years old. Here comes the 2-2 pitch to Paul. Ground ball at third. Oh, nice play by the third baseman, but safe at second base. Oh, no, he was pushed off the bag, and they called him out. From the naked eye, it doesn't look like he came off, but the umpire is saying he did. Pablo saying, check the cameras. Let's look at the replay. And he did not, yes, he did go off the base. He's out. Even the ball that went in the beginning, was to leave something desired. I don't even know if he beat the play. It was close. I think they would have lost the target. I don't think the Yankees would have went for it. Here comes the pitch to Cody Bellinger. So man on first, and that was a nice play by Veras. He always comes up with a decent, good play against the Yankees, just like he gets a hit. Bellinger is having himself a night. It would even be better if he gets his 3rd hit. He is 2 for 3 right now with a walk. Pitch is way outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Def Vince, what up, everyone? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. I hope everybody has pressed the like button, the notification, and I hope you're enjoying the stream. Here comes the 2-0 pitch to Bellinger right down Broadway, and it is 2 balls and a strike to Mr. Cody Bellinger. My main man is in the waiting room there, Ken from The Ugly Truth. We'll bring him up in a minute. How you doing, Ken? I hope you had a great time at the recital. I'm sure your granddaughter killed it for everyone, and I'm sure you're very proud, a very proud grandfather, and your wife, your grandmother. So very, very happy about that. 3-1 pitch coming. Here we go. Swung on and hit foul down the right field line. So it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. We're going to have the honor of Ken calling a couple of innings while he gives me a little break. As long as it's allowable from you guys. I know that because of the way we started, but I'm still here. I'm still around. So here comes a 3-2 pitch. A little low and inside for a walk. So Bellinger's on again for the 4th time, actually. So it's 12-1, 1st and 2nd, 2 outs. And I am going to bring in Ken to say hello. The pitching coaches for the Orioles. Welcome aboard, The Ugly Truth. How you doing, big guy?
Well, it looks like the boys are on their upswing again, having patient at-bats and hitting the crap out of the ball, unlike yesterday.
Yes.
I was looking at the box scores, trying to get up to speed here for this game. Why was Chisholm taken out in the 1st inning?
They're just announcing a right flank discomfort. That's the first I've ever heard of that. I called it an oblique, a right flank discomfort. I guess we'll know more from Aaron Judge, or if somebody could look up what a flank is, that would be great. As you're doing the bottom half of the inning, I will definitely get everybody up to speed. If you don't mind taking the bottom of the inning, I appreciate it.
No problem.
Swing and a miss to Oswaldo Peraza, who has a nice clutch hit tonight. He's 1 for 3. He came in for Chaz and maybe getting some playing time now. We'll see what the Yankees do. Here comes the pitch. A little ground ball. Pass. Oh, that's definitely going to be a base hit. Nobody's out, and Peraza's on first. And guess what, folks? We have the bases loaded again. Now, I've been saying, don't disappoint me. Give me that clutch hit again. By the way, Ken, I don't know if you know it, but DJ LeMahieu got hurt. He received a cortisone shot for his hip today, and they don't think it's too serious, but serious enough to get a cortisone shot. So he may be shut down for a few days again. Anthony Volpe up, Mr. Veal Parmesan, or Chicken Palm, as we like to call him. The one-day birthday wonder, he is up there. He's 2 for 4, 2 very nice base hits. Here we go. Swing and a miss. A lot of air right there. A lot of empty air, guys. Nothing. 1-1 here in the top of the 7th. And 2 outs, and the bases are juiced. Morton getting ready. Here comes the pitch. Up high, 2 balls and a strike. 4-seam fastball at 92 miles an hour. Ian Hamilton is getting ready in the bullpen. So Rondon's day is done. 2 balls and a strike to Anthony Volpe. The pitch just hits the outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Volpe's looking at the umpire like, what are you, nuts? But you got to take what you got to take. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. Volpe 2 for 4. Here comes the pitch. Line drive. Oh, dropped by the shortstop. And safe at second base. All hands are safe. And the Yankees get another run. 13-1 Yankees. Oh, my God. I think they're going to call that an error, but he might get an RBI on it. Let's see what happens. It was hit right at him. It was hit hard. I'd like to see what the velo was. That was a hit hard. Went right off of the gunner's glove, and everybody's safe. Good thing. Yeah, he missed that. I think they're going to call that an error, 100%. Austin Wells is up. Still the bases juice, 13-1. One big shot, and we're looking 17-1, and that would be nice. As my initial call of the game. Here we go. The 1-0 pitch swung on and hit foul down the first baseline. 1-1. He's not joined the party. Come on, Austin. I'm sure with 13 runs you want to join this party. 0 for 4. It's time for you to make a little bit of noise. Let's go. All up and down the lineup. Let's get it over with. Let's do something here. The pitch. Ground ball foul at home plate. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. They're stopping a little play, getting the ball, throwing the ball out. So we got bases loaded, 2 outs, and a 1 ball, 2 strike count on Austin Wells. The set by Morton. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and again hit foul, a little bit past the Yankee dugout. And we'll do it all again, folks. Morton, 41 pitches, has saved the bullpen. And I guarantee you that if he gets a hit here, we may see a position player come in. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Wells. Little bit low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. I got to hand it to Morton. Morton, he's really hung in there. He has some giddy up on the pitches for his age. He's 41. I give him a lot of credit. And here we go again. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. And that will do the inning. The Yankees get a run, couple of hits. And after 6 1/3 innings, the Yankees lead 13-1. I want to welcome Ken to the broadcast. And Ken, I want you, please, if you can, take over. I really appreciate it. And
Not
good
a
evening.
problem.
Go ahead, take it away.
All right. Well, I'm doing a little catch up on the game. Looks like Austin Wells is 0 for a century, not hitting again as usual. And as Joe says, Dopey is actually playing ball tonight. Dopey has 2 outstanding defensive plays that saved the no-no for Carlos this evening, and his bat seems to be alive.
Yes, it is.
I don't know what it is about Ben Rice that makes him a target for pitchers, but he seems to get hit by a lot of pitches.
You're right, 100% right.
The Yankees, for the second time this season, have gone back to back to back. I haven't seen that in years and years. Simply amazing.
Yeah, there were 3 in the inning, but there was a pause. We had back to back, and then I think a walk or whatever, and then another one. So, but still 4 in an inning actually. So,
yeah, on the quick clip, it was three home runs in a row.
right.
Belly hit a bomb, surprised the hell out of me. And we are back to the broadcast. And Rodon is back out for the bottom of the 7th. Gunnar Henderson is up to bat, and the first pitch is a curveball for calls, strike 1. The second pitch is a slider off the plate to even the count at 1-1. Carlos Rodon is at 89 pitches. We're in the bottom of the 7th, and the Yankees lead by a commanding 13-1. Rodon fires a fastball that just outside, bringing the count to 2-1. Oh my goodness. And Rodon gets hammered by Henderson. It is gone. Bringing the count to 13-2. That one got out of here in a hurry.
That was a humdinger, all right. Wow.
And the Oriole fans are spraying water into the stands and cheering like they just won the World Series.
Just like last night.
Yeah, no shit. That is Gunnar Henderson's 3rd home run of the season. And designated hitter Ryan Mountcastle is coming up to bat before he makes his plate appearance. Booney is going to pull Carlos out of the game. And it looks like Ian Hamilton will be coming in to resume the duties on the bump.
All right. Good performance. Good performance.
That was a quick one.
In the chat, Ken, Sean is saying, as we just found out, Escobar is at first base. I guess just for good defense, just for defense, seeing him in first base, why not? Sean Browning, right flank discomfort or oblique during a swing, a foul ball. I am going to find out what exactly a flank means. It's really the first time in all the years that I have heard.
The only time I've heard the term flank used is on a horse.
Or a flank steak.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking with regard to an upright animal.
No, I know.
So I hope everyone is enjoying the broadcast. For those of you that are viewing from outside the platform, please come to YouTube and hit subscribe to join NY Yankees Mania. You're going to see a variety of interesting things like pre- and post-game reviews, some Yankee talk. This is Joe's inaugural play-by-play, and it seems to be a real good one. So come join the community that keeps on growing. And remember, we are nothing here at NY Yankees Mania without you, the fans. So thank you for your support. Ian
Well,
Hamilton is coming on to the pitch. He's got 6 games this season with a 2.45 ERA, 7.1 innings pitched. The opponent batting average against Hamilton is a .091. And Hamilton starts off with a 4-seam fastball up and out of the strike zone to Mountcastle for ball 1. Mountcastle this evening is 0 for 2. And Hamilton fires up a pitch that is hit to the third baseman. He shoots it across the diamond to record the first out of the inning.
Hey, Ken, doing a little research. So if it's minor, it could be a couple of weeks. If it's a major, it could be months. So it's not exactly an easy problem to solve. Hopefully, he's got a minor, and obviously, an IL stunt is definitely coming.
Laureano has stepped up to the plate, and Hamilton's first pitch is a slider for call, strike 1. Hamilton sets and fires a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that is fouled off for strike 2. The score is 13-2. Bombers. There's 1 out, no one on base, and the count is 0-2 to Laureano, the O's right fielder. Hamilton sets, and he fires a slider down low to bring the count to 1-2. Hamilton sets, and he fires another slider down low, bringing our count to 2-2. It looks like Perez is warming up for the Orioles. He may be coming in the next inning to relieve Morton. And Hamilton fires a slider that is swung on and missed for the third strike and the second out of the inning. Third baseman Jose Urias is coming up to bat. He is also 0 for 2 on the evening. Or Ramon Urias. He has a strikeout and a ground out. Hamilton fires, and it is grounded sharply to Volpe. Volpe comes up with it cleanly and fires across to J.C. Escarra to record the third out of the inning. That ends the 7th inning, and we were headed to the top of the 8th.
We will
Yankees have 13 runs, 17 hits, no errors. The Orioles have 2 runs on 2 hits and 2 errors.
Well, it's the 7th inning stretch, everyone. So we'll be back in a minute or two. So hang in with us, everyone. We are back, everyone. Quick update. The Cubs lead the Pirates 7-0. Top of the seventh. The Philadelphia leads the Nationals 3-2 in the top of the eighth. The Royals 2-1 on the Rays. And Ken, take it over.
And Snell fires Perez fires his first fastball up high and out of the zone to Oswaldo Cabrera for ball one. Cabrera is 2 for 4 on the evening. And Cabrera swings and misses to bring the count even to 1-1. There's some defensive moves for the Orioles. And Cabrera fouls off the second pitch, bringing the count to 1-2. We are in the top of the eighth inning. Perez sits and fires, and Cabrera fouls the ball down the third base line. Count still remains 1-2. Perez throws a slurve that is way off the plate to bring the count to 2-2. We're in the top of the eighth inning. There's no one out, no runners on, and the count is 2-2. And the pitch is down in the dirt, bounce for ball 3. The count is now full. Looks like Cabrera may be claiming that the ball hit him on the foot. I think the umpires may be reviewing this to see if it was a hit by pitch. So it is confirmed that Cabrera was hit on the foot as he trots down to first base. He got hit on the tip of the toe. So Cabrera is on base for the third time this evening, and Trent Grisham, who is 1 for 5, is stepping up the plate. Although he did start the game off with a momentous blast in the first inning and the leader of a back-to-back chain. Perez fires a fastball down low for ball 1. Now I'm listening to the background announcement of the Jackass Orioles Brew Crew, and they are calling Chisholm's injury a flank steak injury. Perez fires a sinker that catches the outside corner for ball or strike 1. Count is even at 1-1.
Shout out to John the Beagle Dad. Thanks for joining us.
And Grisham fouls off the pitch back to the backstop, bringing our count to 1-2. We have a runner at first with nobody out. Trent Grisham up to bat on a 1-2 count. We are on the top of the eighth, and the Yankees lead 13-2. Perez sets, checks on the runner at first. He fires, and Grisham fouls the ball off once again. It remains 1-2. Perez sits, and he fires a slider down low. Grisham checks his swing, as confirmed by the third base umpire, and the count goes to 2-2. These guys are so bored with the game, they're talking about eating gator now. Perez fires a sinker that is off the plate to bring the count to 3-2.
Could you imagine, Ken, those days when Gleyber Torres was hitting all those home runs? Although Gary Thorne is a little bit more professional.
Yeah, I was here. I was listening to him. And Perez checks on the runner, and he sets and he fires. And Grisham fouls a 97-mile-an-hour sinker straight back to the backstop. The count remains 3-2. Grisham is back in the box. Perez sets and he fires. Grisham hits a ground ball to second base. The second baseman, Gunnar Henderson, Jackson Holiday, mishandles the ball, and it's going to be an error. Runners are safe at first and second.
The next game on local Yes will be Friday with the pregame at 6 p.m. Yankees and the pain in the neck Rays.
It will be in our house. And Perez fires a pitch down low to Pablo Reyes. Pablo Reyes is coming into the game, playing right field. He's hitting 154 on the season. Reyes bounces a ball down the first base line, and Cabrera is going to score. Grisham advances to third base, so there are runners at first and third. And Pablo Reyes has gotten into the hit parade for the New York Yankees this evening. The score is now 14-2, and the Lone Ranger without a hit in our lineup is the almighty Austin Wells.
Well, they're giving him every opportunity to get that first hit.
The exit velo on Reyes' hit was 73.5 miles an hour. And we have Ben Rice up to bat, and he takes a sinker down low for call, strike one. Pablo's hit made the 18th hit for the Yankees this evening. Perez fires a slider that Rice swings over the top of to bring the count to 0-2. On the evening, Ben Rice is 3 for 4. And he just whiffed good morning, good afternoon, and good night on 3 straight pitches.
Well, they took out Aaron Judge, so.
Yep, that's how Reyes got into the game.
Mm-hmm. Don't squander another good at bat.
And Escobar steps up to the plate. He takes a sinker down low for call, strike one. Escara, excuse me. Escara takes a sinker again on the outside corner for strike two. Count is now 0-2. We have runners at first and third with one out. Escara is hitting 200 on the season and just recently had his first major league home run. And the ball is down low. It squirts away from the catcher, and Reyes advances to second. So now we have runners at second and third with one out. The count is 1-2 to Escara, and the Yankees lead 14-2. And Ascara swings over the top of a slider to strike out for the second straight batter in a row. Ball was never in the strike zone. And the left fielder, Cody Bellinger, is coming into the game, 2 for 3 on the evening. Hopefully this is a sign of things to come, that he's breaking out of his slump. And the first pitch is a slider down low for ball 1.
Well, he's over the Mendoza line.
Perez sets and he fires a sinker just on the bottom of the strike zone. Call strike 1, even the count at 1-1. Cody looks like he's a measure of concentration. Perez sets and he fires a sinker down low to bring the count to 2-1. The Yankees have runners at second and third with 2 outs. So let's see if we can do some situational hitting and drive in a couple of runs. Perez is at 26 pitches on the inning. He sets and he fires, and Bellinger hammers it to left field, but the left fielder is waiting on it, and that is the third out to end the 8th inning. We are heading to the top of 9, or bottom of 8.
Well, one good thing that, some of the things that we're seeing, Bellinger is right on the ball. Volpe's been outstanding. Trey Grissom. Of course, what can you say about Aaron Judge? Just amazing. It would be nice to see Wells get into the party, so he's going to have one more shot in the 9th inning. We'll see from there. Folks, just to give you a heads up, we will go right into the post game report. Honestly, it won't be that long, but we're going to do a quick update and get you guys ready for tomorrow. But we're going to go right into the post game. There will be no, waiting or anything like that. So stay in the chat, stay listening, and we'll update you with everything that we can as far as scores. If anybody gets any late word on Chisholm, it would be greatly appreciated. Let us know. Okay, Dev has something for us. Please, everyone, pray for my friends and his family. Just lost his mom. Very, very sorry to hear that, Dev. Please give our love from New York Yankee Mania, from NY Yankee Mania, and God bless her and the family, and they'll be in our thoughts.
Most definitely, Dev.
Sean is saying, is that Reyes' first career MLB RBI? I'm not sure, because he has played in a few different seasons.
He played for the Red Sox. I don't believe it's his first career.
Right.
RBI.
And he also played a little bit with the Mets. Okay.
And Rivera, the first baseman, is up to bat. Ian Hamilton fires a sinker for call, strike 1. Emmanuel Rivera has a strikeout and a base on balls. He was the one that broke Carlos Rodon's perfect game in the 6th. And Hamilton fires a slider that Rivera swings over the top of for strike 2. And it looks like Baker is warming up in the Orioles bullpen and will come in the top of the 9th. Hamilton fires a slider that is swung on and missed. So that is a strikeout. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. See you never.
When he's on, he's on.
The shortstop, the new shortstop or defensive change at shortstop is George Mateo. He is 1 for 2 tonight. He's the one that ended Rodon's no-hitter with a double. And Mateo fouls the first pitch off. to bring the count to 0-1. And Hamilton sets. And he fires a slider that is swung over the top of for call, strike 2. We are in the bottom of the 8th inning. There are no runners on with 1 out and an 0-2 count on George Mateo. Hamilton fires his slider, and it is swung over the top of for strike 3. So 6 pitches and 6 strikes, and 2 Orioles heading to the bench.
As we like to say, grab some bench.
And Mr. Carlson, the center fielder, is coming up to bat. He's 0 for 2 on the evening with a ground out to the third baseman and a ground out to the shortstop. And this is a 1-pitch shot that's hit over to the shortstop position that happens to have Oswaldo Cabrera in it. He fields it cleanly, fires across the diamond to record the 3rd out of the inning. So the Yankees are back up to bat. We are moving into the top of the 9th.
Now the game is definitely moving along. That's good.
Yeah, it just needed me to bring the bad luck to wrap them up. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, come on. You want to take the rest of the game, or what would you like to do?
I can do it. That's fine.
Okay, that's fine.
We are coming up on 2 hours and 44 minutes on the broadcast. So I've been here for what, 15, 20?
Yeah.
So you've been calling games for a while.
Definitely. I am going off for a couple of minutes, Ken. Guys, we'll be right back in a few minutes. Ken will be right with you.
And the commercial that we have is talking about the little blue pill. So, fellas, how are you liking the play-by-play this evening? If you haven't, please hit the like. If you are not, please subscribe to NY Yankees Mania. And if you have any comments, feel free to drop them. They'll be answered as best as can be. Brian Baker is coming in to pitch the top of the 9th. He has 11 games. His ERA is a .90. Hitter average against him is a .235, and he has a 10.88 strikeout to walk ratio. And Peraza steps up to the bat. Baker fires his first pitch in, a 97-mile-an-hour fastball, which is fouled off. Peraza is 2 for 4 on the evening. Baker fires another 4-seam fastball, and this one is also fouled off. The count is now 0-2. Baker fires a ball on the inside portion of the plate that is dropped by the catcher and brings our count to 1-2. Oswald Peraza is 2 for 4 on the evening, and it is a welcome change to see him getting some hits. Fine defensive player. He takes a shot and he drives it to right field, but the right fielder is waiting on the track and brings it in. Laureano fires the ball back into the infield. That's the first out at the top of the ninth. Anthony Volpe steps up to the plate. Volpe is 2 for 5 on the evening. Baker sets and he fires. Volpe fouls the ball into the stands. Baker gets the sign. He sets and fires a changeup that is down low and in the dirt for ball one, evening the count at 1-1. We are in the top of the ninth. The score is 14-2 Yankees. There is one out, no runners on, and a 1-1 count to Anthony Volpe, or as Joe likes to call him, Chicken Parm Guy. And Baker fires a four-seam fastball in off the plate to bring the count to 2-1. And Volpe hits a chopper to the shortstop, fielded cleanly and fired across the diamond to record the second out of the inning. And Austin Wells is stepping up to the plate. Wells is 0 for 5 on tonight's game and the only Yankee without a hit.
Join the party.
Baker fires a 98-mile-an-hour fastball off the plate. Wells enjoys a flyout, a strikeout, a groundout, another flyout, and a strikeout. And a changeup is fired by Baker that catches the inside corner for call, strike one, bringing the count to 1-1. Baker sets and fires a slider that is down low, 2-1. And Baker fires a fastball off the plate. The count is now 3-1. And it looks like Tyler Matzek is warming up in the bullpen. Austin Wells takes a fastball and fouls it straight back to the backstop, bringing the count to 3-2. The count is now full. And Wells hits a drive to left field. It is going, and gone.
Yay!
Wells joins the party with a 4-bagger to bring the score 15-2.
He joins the party, baby. Let the party begin.
And that is Austin Wells' fifth party. It left the park at 103.6 miles an hour, and it went 386 feet. That was a very good piece of hitting. The ball was cutting away from him on the outside, and he had enough giddy up to drive it out of the park. And we have Oswaldo Cabrera, who is 2 for 4 on the evening, stepping up to the plate, and he swings through and has a strike. Second pitch is in. It's a changeup that Cabrera swings over the top of, so now the count is 0-2.
By the way, Ken, that ball wouldn't have gone out last year.
Really? Cabrera fouls the pitch off again. It makes the stance. The count remains 0-2. And Cabrera swings through, and that makes it 3 outs for the inning, and the Orioles are coming up to bat.
Yeah,
The Orioles count on the evening is sad. They have 2 runs, 2 hits, and 3 errors on the evening. So they have more errors than they have hits.
Good. Let's hope they save a little bit for Carrasco tomorrow, which is on Amazon Prime.
And that will be bowling night for me.
Oh, boy. We will make the decision if we're going to do the live stream. Probably that will come 100% by tomorrow morning when I do the more than likely 8 a.m. update. And we will let everyone know. Definitely pre and post game tomorrow for sure. Outside and a chance of the play-by-play. Stay tuned, everyone. Also, stay tuned for the post-game show immediately following the last pitch. Ken and I will dissect a little bit of the game. I know it's been long. You guys stuck with us, and I really appreciate that. We will appreciate that. Thank you again so much. We're going to update the scores. If anybody gets a late update on Chaz Chisholm, please give it out to us. We really appreciate it. And thank you again.
And Tyler Matzik is going to be taking the bump. He's pitched 1 inning. He's given up 2 hits for us this year, 1 run, 1 earned. He has a base on balls and a strikeout. His first appearance was on Sunday against the Toronto Blue Jays. And we have Heston Kjerstad stepping up to the plate. He's hitting 186 on the season, and Matzik fires a 4-seamer that is fouled off. Matzik sets, and he fires a slider down in the dirt for ball 1, evening the count at 1-1. Matzik sets, and he fires a fastball that catches the bottom of the strike zone to bring the count to 1-2. That was a beautiful 95-mile-an-hour fastball. And Matzik fires a slider down low to even the count at 2-2. Matzik appears to be shaking his head and talking to himself as he steps back on the mound. He sets and he fires another slider that is way outside. Now the count is 3-2. Well, sets up. Matzik sets and he fires 3-2 fastball that is just off the plate for ball 4. And Matzik walks the first runner of the inning.
Just nerve-wracking, Ken. They
and it looks like rookie Maverick Hanley is stepping up for his second professional at-bat. Hanley struck out in his first at-bat and is looking for his first major league hit. Matzik fires a 4-seam fastball down low for ball 1. Matzik fires his second pitch. Looked like it was a strike to me, but called ball 2. And Matzik fires a fastball that is fouled off. Count is now 2-1. We are in the bottom of the ninth, hoping for a quick reprieve to end this game and put the Orioles out of their misery. They trail the Yankees 15-2. Matzik fires a beautiful fastball that catches the inside corner for call, strike 2. Count is now even, 2-2 on young rookie Maverick Headley. Why in the hell a parent would name their child Maverick, I have no idea. Matzik sets, and he fires a fastball that is blown past Hadley for strike 3. Hadley strikes out for the second time in the game and walks back to the bench without a major league hit. Jackson Holliday, the former number 1 prospect, is up to bat, and he lines a single to first base, and a wild throw from center field to the third baseman does not get the runner advancing, and the runner advances from first to second. So now we have runners at second and third with 1 out. Holliday had a nice swing that he took right up the middle. And designated hitter Ryan Mountcastle is stepping up to the plate. Ryan is 0 for 3 on tonight's game. And it looks like Austin Wells is having a brief conference with Tyler Matzik on the mound. Umpire comes out and breaks up the meeting as Austin Wells heads back to the plate, and we are about to throw the next pitch. Mountcastle is in the box. Matzik is checking the runners. He fires his first pitch, a 95-mile-an-hour fastball that is fouled off. Count is 0-1.
He does have some giddy up on that pitch.
Yes, he does. Matzik sets, and he fires a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that catches the inside corner for strike 2. Count is now 0-2 with 1 out, runners at second and third. Looks like Tyler is going for the K. Wells sets up on the outside portion of the plate. Matzik fires, and the ball is hit to right center field. Kjerstad tags and heads home to score the second run of the inning. So, or the first run of the inning. There are 2 outs with a runner at second base, and Francisco Laureano, the right fielder, is coming up to bat. Laureano is 0 for 3 on tonight's game. Matzik has thrown 15 pitches, and he sets and fires a slider that is just a little bit high. Ball 1. Matzik checks on the runner at second, and he fires another slider that seems to be really high. Does not seem to have a feel for that pitch right now, and the ball, it is now 2-0.
Hey, he's not doing He's not doing us.
Is
I'm sorry.
17 pitches into this outing. Go ahead, Joe.
No, he's not doing himself any favors coming out of the bullpen like this. Not at all.
And Masick fires a fastball, this time up and out of the strike zone to bring the count to 3-0. Masick fires a fastball right down the heart of the plate to bring the count to 3-1. Masick checks on the runner at second and fires a fastball up and out of the strike zone for ball 4. The O's now have runners at first and second with 2 outs. We are in the bottom of the ninth. Aaron Boone is playing cheerleader on the side, urging Masick to complete out the inning. Ramon Urias is up to bat. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Grounded out in the 7th. Masick checks on the runner and he fires the fastball. And it is hit to left center field. But Bellinger is sitting under it and camps out for the 3rd out of the game. Game, set, and match. Yankees have 15 runs on 19 hits, left 12 runners on base. The Orioles had 3 runs, 3 hits, 3 errors, and left 3 runners on base. So they had the quad threes.
Awesome game.
And
Chisholm is on the field. That's good news.
And Carlos Rodon brings his record to 4-3.
Excellent to see Chaz Chisholm. Normally, when you get hurt during the game, you never see them on the field, but he looks pretty good. So hopefully that's gonna be a good sign. We're gonna take a fast break, everyone. We'll be right with you with the post-game show. So hang in there for 2 minutes.
All right, give me 10 minutes.
Do you know if my
Okay, guys, we are back live with the post-game show. I hope you enjoyed the play-by-play by myself and by Ken. Really appreciate it. Right now, the final totals on the game: the Yankees 15 runs, 19 hits, no errors. The Orioles went 3-3-3. Maybe that's an omen to the number for you guys to play tomorrow. 3-3-3. So the Yankees win 15-3, and let's recap all the at bats basically as far as what they did. Grissom led off with a home run, and it was his only hit. 6 at bats, 1 run, 1 hit. Aaron Judge, just a normal night for Judge. 3 at bats, three runs, 2 hits, 1 RBI, 1 home run. Pablo Reyes came in to pinch hit and go to right. Actually, pinch run and go to right field. 1 at bat, 1 hit, 1 RBI. Ben Rice, 5 at bats, 4 runs, 3 hits, 2 RBIs, 1 K. Paulie G, 5 at bats, 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 RBIs. Mr. Iscara came in for first base for Paul, 1 at bat and 1 strikeout. Bellinger, 4 at bats, 1 run, 2 hits, 3 RBIs, probably one of his better games as a New York Yankee, and 1 home run. Jazz Chisholm, who left early in the game, had 1 at bat. He had a hit, and hopefully he's going to be okay. We're still finding out exactly what's going on. But the good news is, if you saw the ending of the game, he was out in the field. Now, normally when you get hurt like that, you don't see them anymore for that. So they might have gotten a good report on him. But Aaron Boone will say that in the post game. Anthony Volpe, 6 at bats, 2 hits, 1 run, a home run, and 2 Ks. Oswaldo Peraza, 1 run, 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and he was 2 for 5. Austin Wells, right at the end, he was going to take an offer, but that 6th at bat, he hit a home run, so 1 run, 1 hit, struck out 2 times. Cabrera, 5 at bats, 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 strikeouts. Rondon pitched a great game. Final line, 6 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 RBIs, 7 Ks, 1 walk. Hamilton, 2 innings, 3 strikeouts. And Masick at the end there had a little trouble, but he got out of it. 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned, 1 K, and 2 walks. So that gets you up to speed of the game. Ken, talking about Yankees had their hitting shoes on. That was a beautiful sight. We're happy about that. And what did you take from the game? I know you didn't see the whole thing, but I'm sure you've seen either highlights or nice bounce back win from last night.
Well, it was definitely a revenge tour. I suspected that when Gibson was announced as their starter, I knew it was his first appearance up at the big leagues this season, and didn't figure that it was going to fare well for him. And the Yankees did what they're supposed to do against average or less hitting. They teed off on him. Tomorrow, we're going to have Cookie Carrasco coming to the ball for us, and we'll see what we see. Hopefully, we get another good quality start out of Cookie, and he'll be locked up against Poffic. Poffic has had a rough start to the season. He's 1-2 with a 5.04 ERA. He is like the other pitchers in the that we've faced off against in the Orioles rotation. He throws a lot of junk and relies on movement. So hopefully we have patient at bats against him and decide to tee off on him tomorrow night.
Yeah, I'd like to see a lot of clutch hitting tonight, and some comments. I agree with Sean. Keep Bellinger in the 5-hole. That was good. Volpe, bat him where he was. And if you're going to bring in Dominguez, just bring him down a little bit lower. Let's stick with what worked tonight. Otherwise, you can go back to the drawing board. But I would keep it the way it is, and don't change a thing. And give some room to Aaron Judge, because if Ben Rice is going to hit like that after that slump, and he looks like he's back into his hitting form, it's going to be lights out. So, that's going to be fun to see tomorrow night. Surprised they're not playing a day game tomorrow, but I guess because they're off on Thursday, they're keeping in a night game on Amazon Prime. To go over the latest scores, everyone. The Twins and the Guardians are underway. Bottom two, 0-0. The Cubs and a laugher, 9-0 over the Pirates, mid-ninth. The Nationals came all the way back and actually took the lead on the Phillies, but the Phillies just tied it up in the bottom of the ninth and still have a man on third and 2 outs. Milwaukee Brewers 5, the White Sox 2, bottom 7. Texas Rangers 4-0 over the Athletics. The Tigers 2-0 over the Astros. Little note on that game: Jose Altuve has asked to come out of the left field. He says it's too long as he leads off in the game, and I don't know if that's really serious or not, but he did say it. Atlanta Braves 6-1 on Colorado, top of the 5th. 0-0 Giants Padres, top one. LA Angels Mariners 0-0. Dodgers Marlins a little bit later on. And the finals, the Red Sox 10-3 over the Blue Jays. The Mets 9-3 over the Diamondbacks. The Cardinals and the Reds got rained out. The Royals 3, the Rays 1. And, of course, the Yankees score of 15-3 in a pretty long game. It was over 3 hours. But not complaining as long as we win. So, Ken, what do you feel for tomorrow? What are you looking at? Do you feel with this Oriole team that Carrasco's a good matchup for them, or do you how do you feel? How do you view that?
Well, looking at Carrasco's history against the O's, there are plenty of people that seen him from the bump. They haven't had a lot of success with him. If Cookie's got good movement on his breaking stuff, it's going to be a long night for the O's. Hopefully we pull 5 innings out of him, and we've had a very rested.
Yeah.
We've had a very rested bullpen for this series, and with tomorrow or Thursday being an off day, everyone should be available on deck for tomorrow's game, regardless if Carrasco goes deep or not. And I think that our bats certainly have the potential, as demonstrated tonight, to put a dent in the Orioles' butt.
A fast updated score: the Phillies pulled it out in the 9th, and they win the game. They beat the Nationals. So everything in the East stays the same. American League and National League. The Mets with the 4.5 game lead. The Yankees with the 1.5 game lead. Washington are playing teams very tough, guys. Everybody in the chat. I really, really hope that everybody enjoyed the stream. Kudos to Ken for coming in as a late inning replacement. That was awesome, and I appreciate that. And again, looking forward to tomorrow. Hopefully, I think we lost Ken, but I guess I'll call out the stream. I don't want to keep everybody too long. It's definitely been long. I think Ken is back, and he was punched off. I don't know what happened, but so looking forward to tomorrow. Again, in the stream in the morning, I will let you know if we are going to do play-by-play tomorrow. I will let you know. If not, you can rest assured we will have a post-game and a pre-game and a post-game to deal with, and I will let you know if we're not doing the play-by-play. We will come on at about 5:45 for the 6:35 start. If we are doing the play-by-play, if New York Yankee Mania is doing the play-by-play, we will come on again at 6:25. So trying to get Ken back, but it's not sure what's happening. But anyway, I know he would say his last word. Oh, there's Ken. Okay, Ken, we got you back.
You have me back.
I was just basically, saying good night to everyone. I wanted you to, give your final thoughts, and we will let them know if there's going to be another live stream by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. So look for the notification tomorrow morning. Go ahead, Ken.
Just remember, if you decide to do play-by-play, you're on your own tomorrow because I won't be available.
Okay. You heard that, folks. Would you be you come home late? Will you be there for the post game?
I should be available for the post game.
Okay. Or anytime you'll have the link. You jump in. And enjoy, bowl very well. Of course, please do. And thank you so much, Ken, for being so dedicated, coming on, and let everybody know when your next show is live, so they can jump on.
The next live show for The Ugly Truth is going to be on Thursday, probably around 10:15 or so. It should be a combo show, a little bit of Yankee talk for the series review here in Baltimore. I'd like to do a bit of Yankees or baseball talk again. We had 5 participants that came up in the open panel, and we had some very good discussions with regard to baseball in general, the Yankees, and some philosophies. It was good to get everyone's opinion out there.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully, once again, we'll have another lively bunch of folks to chat about the series and what we're seeing with the team and how we feel about the team that we actually have on the field.
Okay, awesome. Well, definitely looking forward to your stream on Thursday. Looking forward to anything that you can contribute tomorrow night during the game or post game. Well appreciated. Everybody in the chat, thank you so much. Don't forget the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. The faster you subscribe, the faster one of you lucky fans are going to win that gift certificate to Amazon. And again, that's my way of saying thank you, and thank you for being there. So tomorrow is another day, folks. Enjoy the evening. Have a little late night snack or whatever. Sit back, enjoy, relax, hug everyone, and stay healthy, most important. Love to everyone. Thank you again. I hope you really enjoyed the stream. I really do. Ken, what's your famous words?
Let's go Yankees.
Let's go
Good night.
Yankees. Good night, and stay well.